And welcome back to Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium. Richie Giuliano. We got Steve Leslie. We got Mike Ackelson down on the sideline. Sam Torres and Ryan Cole up here helping us out. We had to switch streams real quick. And we are ready to roll here in Canton, Ohio, the Division III state championship, Canfield and Bloom-Carroll. The Canfield Cardinals won the coin toss. They elected to defer to the second half. The senior kicker, Joel Misick, will come out. He does have over 10 touchbacks this season, but the wind, the way it's playing, it's blowing right in his face.
Yeah, blowing in his face up top, but like Ack said, blowing a little behind his back, kicking in this direction when you look at the flags, Richie, on the goalpost. So have to keep an eye on this wind. Little different conditions than the first game with South Range, so we'll keep an eye on that as the game goes on.
Misick is ready to go. Back to return here for the Bloom-Carroll Bulldogs is Broden Bishop, who's one of their leaders. Bishop has 2 touchdowns returning already on the special teams unit.
Yeah, special teams will be key. A big play early in the game this morning with South Range. That block punt turned into 6 easy points for South Range, so Canfield needs to win this special team battle.
Misick about to receive the ball from our official. It's Bishop along with number 3, Jones. Jones, one of their faster slot receivers. So it's him along with Bishop. And you're going to try and get the ball away from these 2 returners because they have done.
Yeah, the wind playing havoc. Richie knocked it off the tee. So I think Scotty Eaton's going to have to come in and hold this. So wind conditions are in play here in the D3 state championship game, no doubt.
Misick's going to have Eaton probably hold the football. We saw this at the latter half of the South Range game where the ball just kept falling off the tee. As soon as he walks back, it falls off again.
Yeah, they're going to probably have to make the young man hold the ball, I would believe. So that takes an extra coverage guy out. So a big kickoff here to start the game. And you talk about their skill. I like the Cardinals going out on defense. Get a stop and get your offense going.
Set the tone for the football game because you talked about it. Time of possession is going to be key in this one. Bloom-Carroll's a team that loves to dominate time of possession. Last week against Tippecanoe, they had multiple drives over 6 minutes and 30 seconds to win the football game. To get to this point, they beat Tip City Tippecanoe 35-12 in the state semifinal. This is their first ever state championship appearance. Misick ready to go. He puts his foot into it. It's a nice kick. Bishop going back towards the goal line. He'll receive it, and it's a touchback.
Okay. Good kick there. So a little bit of the wind behind him. That could come into play here as the game goes out. Field position, when we talk about, anxious to see this Canfield, the community of Canfield, Richie. I know you're proud to be a Canfield guy out in full force here for this state championship game.
Not a far drive, 45, 50 minutes, depending on where you live in Canfield. So they definitely have the advantage when it comes to home field today. A lot of red and black on our near sideline. Bloom-Carroll did travel pretty well, though. It's a 2.5-hour drive for the Bulldogs. Here comes the sophomore quarterback, Ethan Fanfanavong in the shotgun. His running back is Dylan Armentrout to the left. 3 receivers near side, 1 far side. Fanfanavong takes. He gives. Here's Armentrout. He misses 1 arm tackle, and he picks up 5 yards to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, quick little power play. 3-man front for the Cardinals. Did a nice job of getting a push by the Bloom-Carroll offensive line. Danny Inglis in on the tackle, so that's tackle number 1 for that young man. You'll hear a lot of his name.
4Y now. Twins on both sides. Fanfanavong with a hard count. He looks to the far sideline. The Bulldogs average 289 pounds up front. Their biggest guy, 6'10", 305. He's their left tackle in Will Green. A man in motion. They give it. Bishop on the fly sweep, trying to stretch it out, and he will get hit and dropped by Brock Lowry right near the first down marker. And Coach Pavlansky is livid with Malkovich, who's filling in for Ryan Schneider. Schneider is out today as the outside linebacker.
He wants Malkovich. He wants that young man to maintain the edge there, Richie. Good call on your part. You don't want to see them get to the edge. Lowry with a pretty big tackle, first down, Bloom-Carroll.
Off the field for Canfield comes Tyler Scher. Into the ball game. Malkovich stays out there. 3 far, 1 near. Bulldogs go back on the ground. Here's Armentrout. He is wrapped and dropped by Vince Luce on a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, Vince Luce did a nice job. First adjustment for Canfield defense. Went to a 4-man front. Helped out. Got the 2 linebackers a little more room to make some plays. Good stop by the Cardinal defense.
Bloom-Carroll's going to see a lot of different schemes today.
Yes, they will. You'll see a lot of different things and try to crowd a box, but not give them open space.
2nd down, 8 to go. Fanfanavong in the shotgun. Armentrout to his left. He gives it to Armentrout on the sweep. Near sideline, and he's hit and dropped outside the 35. That's a nice gain for 7. He picks up 7 yards to bring up 3rd down and 1.
Yeah, that little counter play to the right side, again, able to get to the edge. So 3rd and short here. And these are the possessions when you look at Bloom-Carroll stats, Richie, this is what they want to do. They want to play chain football, move it every 3 downs and keep the ball moving.
First Bloom-Carroll drive, 10 minutes, 25 seconds left in our first quarter. 3rd down and 1, ball at BC's 39-yard line. Here comes this 3-back look, split backs to Thanthanavong, and they give it to Chase Plants, the tailback. He's hit at the 39 and driven backwards by Brock Lowry. He's going to be a yard short of the sticks.
And that was what you talked about with me, the formation they like to run. Canfield's defense up to the challenge. Big thing for me. They go out on defense, get a stop, get the jitter settled. Now let's get this offense going.
Punt team on the field. Tyler Rapp is the punter for Bloom-Carroll. He averages 33 yards a punt. He's got 11 inside the 20 this season. Back to return for Canfield, Scotty Eaton. He sets up shop at his own 30-yard line. It's 4th and short. They will punt it away, though. Rapp with a low snap. He kicks a line driver, bounces at the Canfield 40. A bad bounce, and it's downed outside the 40-yard line. The Cardinals have great field position.
Yeah, great field position for sure. Not a very good punt. Brock Lowry and the boys going to get good field position for possession number 1 here in the state championship.
There was a lot of excitement on that near sideline after the stop. Mike, what did you hear from the Cardinal faithful down there?
They were excited. They got the stop that they needed, gave up a couple first downs, bent, did not break. Now it's time to give the ball to 12 in the offense.
There's 12 in the shotgun. They put Don Marzano to start, the fullback to his right. They bring a heavy side tackle left. That's loose. Here comes Danny Inglis in motion. On the fly sweep, it's Inglis trying to stretch him out. He gets past the linebacker, far sideline, past the 45 and knocked down there. Great containment by Bloom-Carroll. It was the safety coming up to knock him down. That was Broden Bishop.
Yeah, Broden Bishop did a nice job. Good call from the safety spot, filled the run gap. But I like Canfield. We talked that stretch zone play that they like to run from different formations. Pretty good look with the first one for the Cardinals on their first play.
They'll have it at their own 46-yard line. 2nd down and 7 to go. They give them 3 on the Danny Inglis run. Danny Inglis, the junior tailback, 115 rushes for 753 yards this season. He averages 6.5 per pop. Lowry in the shotgun taking. He's going to run it to his left. He's got nothing. And then he falls forward. He got hit, but he picked up maybe a yard or 2 after contact. It's going to be 3rd down and manageable here for the Cardinals.
Yeah, Tristan Bridge made a nice play from the other linebacker spot, trying to stretch the field. And, Mike, I go down to you. It looks like we may be able to have some opportunities by the receivers in some one-on-one coverage later on in this football game.
Absolutely. So far, they're going single coverage out on the outside, and that's a great pass play that Lowry likes to hit them on.
3rd down, 6 to go. Ball at the 47-yard line. 8 minutes, 15 seconds left in our first quarter. Lowry takes, rolling to the right, wide open. He's got his man, Scotty Eaton, inside the 45 and knocked down at the 42-yard line. They put him in motion from left and right, and they got the rub route on the outside.
Rub route, put him in motion, flood a zone side, had a guy go deep, ran the guy underneath. Big first down for the Cardinals. Good play call.
So now they have it in Bloom-Carroll territory. Their opening drive after they forced the Bulldogs to punt on their first drive of the ball game. Now, keep in mind, Bloom-Carroll against Tippecanoe in the state semifinal punted the ball 1 time.
So
they've already punted.
Yeah, they've already punted. You want to make these big boys run sideline to sideline. So far, so good.
Ball at the Bloom-Carroll 42. Lowry in the shotgun taking. It's a quarterback draw. Running off the left side. Now back up the middle. Inside the 40. He is hit and knocked down by the big fella, Zane Gagalin, who is 6'10", 330 pounds. He ripped him to his backside.
Mike talked about them running well in pregame. You could see it there. These big guys move their feet very well, but love the counter play, Rich. He brought the extra guard on the pull, found a hole, and Brock gets 5 yards. Canfield will love to play 2nd and 5 here.
2nd down, 5 to go. 7:35 left to play here in our first quarter. Lowry's in the gun, a back to his right. 3 receivers to the near side. They're playing man-to-man coverage. Lowry takes. He's going to run it right side with Don Marzano as his lead blocker. He falls forward right to the sticks at the 32, and the near side official will move the sticks for a first down.
Marzano, Richie made a great block there. And Ack, I want to go down to you. When you have 7 in the box like they're playing with, you know, you're going to free up a Gavin Raymond and those guys on the perimeter. I love the one-on-one matchups when the Cardinals need it.
I do too, and what's nice, they're setting this all up. They're going to say, stop our run,
right,
and then he's just going to drill them with the pass, guys.
First down, 10 to go. Ball at the 32. Nice to have Mike Ackelson on the sideline with us here today. A man in motion, that's Gavin Raymond. Lowry to throw, rolling to his left. He goes to the wheel route, deep for Jack Davis. Up, bobbled and incomplete inside the 5. Great coverage by the cornerback for Bloom-Carroll. That was Carter Cornelius.
Yeah, Cornelius had good coverage, good throw by Brock, and a good effort by Davis. Like the play call because they stretched the field. So you gotta play that long pass, and I like the play call on first down. Now you have to defend against that play also, Richie. So I like the play calls early here by the Canfield Cardinals.
Jack Davis had it in and out of his hands. Cornelius stuck with the play, got his right hand in there, knocked it away. Great job by the senior cornerback to limit a big play there by the Canfield offense. Second down, 10 to go, ball at the 32, 6:52 left to play in our first quarter. No score here in the Division III state championship, and we've got a flag, and it will go against the Cardinals.
I think one of the offensive linemen, Richie, may have moved early.
We'll get the number here in a sec.
78.
That'll go against the left tackle, Dom DiDonato, the senior, who was a letter winner a year ago, and that moves them back to second down and 15 on the 5-yard pre-snap penalty.
Yeah, you talk DiDonato, Parker, Scher, Coca, Murphy. Those are the guys you want to lean on as an offensive line. They need to control the line of scrimmage against the bigger defensive front.
Lowry back in the gun. Inglis is to his left now. 2 receivers far, 2 receivers near. Second down, 15 to go. Here comes Raymond in motion from right to left. Lowry takes the chest high snap. It's a screenplay. Throw it outside to Inglis. Far sideline. He's got a blocker. Inside the 25. Puts his shoulder down, and he picks up the first down.
That's a hard-nosed run. Good first down. Brought Raymond Ritchie in motion to us on the press box side and ran the screen away. Got the lineman out in open space.
They're going to mark him a yard short. I think he stepped out of bounds, Steve.
Yeah, and we had the replay crew in before the game explaining that they could review some things. He did step out of bounds short, but 3rd and 1, that's a good play call, 2nd and long.
That's a good spot by that far side official.
That's good eyes. And these guys also spend a lot of time. They get graded and do things. It's a big thing for them to be in a state championship game, no doubt.
3rd down, 1 to go. Canfield's got it at Bloom-Carroll's 23-yard line. Lowry in the gun. Marzano lead blocker left. It's a Lowry run out the left side. He's going to pick up the first down and more. He dives inside the 20 before he was hit by the helmet of Tristan Britch.
Yeah, Tristan Britch is in on some plays. Donato and Parker Ritchie open the hole and give him the seam to get the first down. Ball's moving again for the Cardinals.
That's Canfield football right there.
That's it.
Run the ball left, run the ball right. I know Mike's been seeing that all season long. He's done a couple playoff games with me as well.
Tell you what, the offensive line, they're getting past the interior. They're actually getting hats on these linebackers. Makes it tough to defend.
First down and 10 for the Cardinals. Ball just outside the 15 at the 17. 6:10 left. Lowry, play action fake, rolling to his right, looking deep. Far corner of the end zone, incomplete. Great coverage on the far side by Jace Rockwood.
Yeah, Jace Rockwood, good coverage, good throw. Again, one-on-one coverage, went to the back pylon. Threw a ball only his receiver could catch. Another opportunity. Richie, I'm starting to see a lot of hands on hips by the Bloom-Carroll defense. You've talked about how used they are to their offense controlling games and having a football. A lot of hands on hips early in this first quarter.
They're going to bring in 2 new linebackers. They bring in both Colin Willett along with Andrew Marshall. Marshall's their 3-star going to Kent State.
Yeah, so keep your eye out and hear his name quite often going to Kent State.
Second down, 10 to go. Lowry's in the gun. Marzano moves from right to left. Inglis to the right of Lowry. They fake it. Here is a Brock Lowry keeper. He is hit by the big fella in 64, Zane Gogolin, his second tackle. That's going to be a modest gain of 3 to the 14-yard line.
Yeah, was able to spin off Gogolin and got that extra yard after contact. And that was one of the keys in the South Range game, yard after contact. South Range was unbelievable with yards after contact. Brock did a nice job to fall forward for another 2 yards.
All right, 3rd down, 7 to go. Keep in mind, Steve, Canfield special teams unit has only kicked 2 field goals this entire season.
So
one of them was last week.
Let's run the football and get it into manageable situation.
4 wide for Canfield, 3 on the far, 1 on the near. That's Jack Davis in one-on-one coverage. Lowry takes a snap, rolling to his right. He's got Raymond. He's open. He makes one tackler miss inside the 5, and he's dragged down at the 1-yard line.
Good execution. Raymond sits in the zone coverage, finds the open hole. Brock takes his time, and again, O-line gives him all day to throw the football, and Raymond does a nice job. 1st and goal, Cardinals.
Raymond is 24th reception of the season. He's 2nd on the team. He leads the team in touchdown receptions with 4, but now on 1st down and goal, ball at the 1, You got to imagine they're going to run the
this
football.
Big bully football? You've had him all year. Is this Marzano or Lowry?
I think it could be Lowry here. They did it 4 times against Chardon in the regional final. Lowry takes. He does give it. Here's Inglis. Inglis hit immediately and knocked down right at the 1. They stood their ground on the goal line.
They did a nice job of plugging a hole there. Got some penetration from their right side of their defense. Did a nice job. Kyle Craner did a nice job to fill his hole, 2nd and goal.
So here come the Cardinals again. They did get a half a yard. Ball at the inch-yard line at 2nd down and goal. Canfield in the regional final had it 1st down and goal at the 5, and they couldn't punch it in against Chardon in that
these
third
are the
quarter.
ones. Red zone opportunity.
Well, they load the box again. Lowry puts Marzano in motion. Lowry keeps off the right side, puts his shoulder down, and he walks into the end zone. First touchdown of many for Brock Lowry.
Coco and Murphy, we've been left, we've been right. The boys on the right side do their job. Touchdown Cardinals.
Brock Lowry this postseason has been unbelievable on his feet. Last game had 4 touchdowns in the first half alone against Holy Name on the ground. He's got 1 in the state championship.
That's a pretty good drive for the Cardinals. After a bad punt, Rich, you get good field position and drive it down the field to get up early. A big key for this Cardinal team.
Mysick is ready for the kick. Gavin Raymond is our holder. Aiden Rogers is the long snapper for Canfield. Ball is back. Hold is good. Kick is up. It's routine, and it is straight through. 7-0. Cardinals take the first advantage. Mike, you were there with me when they had it 1st down and goal at the 5 against Chardon. This time, the lead blockers did their job, and Lowry was able to walk in.
They absolutely blew that hole open, and that was the difference. You go back to that game, they didn't get the play done, and we thought, this time they get the play done, and just like that, Canfield does exactly what Mike Pavlansky drew up. Get the ball, defense was good, now you get them back, and you've got a 7-0 lead. I think it makes it easier to play defense now, guys.
4:18 left to play. 7-0 Canfield leads. We'll take our first break. We'll be back in just a bit on YSN.
Coca's Pizza, your high school football headquarters. Come to pregame with half-off select appetizers in our dining room starting at 5 p.m. Also want to stay for the game? We'll be playing it live. That's Coca's Pizza. We serve it hot.
Why choose local? Because you live here, work here, learn here, relax here, and celebrate here. 21 WFMJ is our family's only locally owned TV station, and our focus is local. Other TV stations don't have that same focus, as their owners are somewhere else. But 21 WFMJ is rooted in the Valley. Local people making decisions that affect your life, right here where you live.
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the 4 words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider. Every member of our team adds to his or her skill set through ongoing training. Residential, commercial, industrial, automotive, and more. We keep ahead of the needs of our customers with a fleet of more than 50 vehicles.
And welcome back to Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium here in Canton, Ohio. Richie Giuliano, Steve Leslie, Mike Ackelson, Sam Torres, and a bunch of our characters here in the booth behind
DJ
us. This is a fun
Yoakley,
weekend.
Gary Niddle. Congratulations to both of those guys. As the voice of the Raiders, Coach Yeagley, obviously. Salute to you and your young men. We want to get number 2. Why I said we're a little greedy. We want number 2, and then I'll be real greedy, and we want number 3 tomorrow. Great start.
Joel Mysick with a squib kick. It's bobbled and then recovered by Broden Bishop at the 24-yard line. So that's where Bloom-Carroll will start their second drive. They had a huge 3rd down and 1 stop on the opening possession.
Adjustments after each possession, I think, are key. I wanted to ask, special teams for Canfield, I know you've been with Coach, have improved an awful lot throughout this playoffs.
They have. It was rough in the first couple of games.
And it's improved big time. That's a great squib kick when you can make someone start inside the 25-yard line.
And that's the goal with Broden Bishop, who's returned 2 touchdowns on the special teams unit. So he's a guy that has an offer at the D1 level, and they're trying to keep it away from him as much as possible.
Yeah, Will Green, 6'10" fans and 305 on the right side.
First down, 10 to go. Ball at the Bloom-Carroll 24th, and Thanavong is back in the shotgun. His tailback behind him, Dylan Armentrout. They fake the sweep. They give to Armentrout. Makes one man miss. Gets past the 30, and he's wrapped up by Dom Marzano from behind at the 31. That's a nice gain there of 7 yards.
Yeah, you talked. We loaded the box, missed the tackle, and the young man's got some talent in the backfield. Made a nice run for a 7-yard gain, Richie.
If you're just joining us, we mentioned in our pregame show, their tailback, Dylan Armentrout, has the Bloom-Carroll single-season rushing record. He came into the state championship with 2,115 yards. He had 3 touchdowns last week against Tip City Tippecanoe.
Yeah, 250 rushing.
2nd down 3. Back to Armentrout. Stretch to the far side. Lowry hits him and drops him at the 35, but he gets 4 and a first down.
Yeah, little zone stretch play by Bloom-Carroll. They ran a nice left side of their line of scrimmage, won that by the Will Green and Dolan. So first down, Bloom-Carroll.
We'll go down to Mike real quick for a quick update down the field.
Just want to let you guys notice something. Bloom-Carroll has 7 offensive linemen on the field. There is no way that they're going to pass this ball because everybody else is sitting up tight in the backfield. They have 7 O-linemen running in this series.
That's a great call by
That
you,
is
Mike.
a good call. That's why you're the number 1 guy down there, 7 O-linemen, and Canfield's just loading the box.
Split back formation with a tailback. They give it. This time again, it is number 7, Armentrout. He's got a shorter gain of 2 yards to the 37-yard line. A host of Cardinals came in to knock him down.
Yeah, host of Cardinals, the D-line, Richie, did a good job to let the boys in the back do their job and got a good stop on first down.
2nd down, 8 to go, 2:45 and ticking left to play in our first quarter. 7-0. Canfield got the first strike after they forced the punt, and then Lowry ran it in for a 1-yard touchdown. Back in the shotgun, split back formation again. Armentrout's the tailback. They fake it to Armentrout, looking to go deep. They got Bishop deep, but it's over his outstretched reach and incomplete.
Yeah, that time went for the play action pass. Pretty good coverage, pretty good throw, just slightly overthrown. So 3rd and long, and it seems to me Canfield went with 5-man line of scrimmage, using their big bodies to free up Danny Inglis. He made the play on first down. Now the Cardinals get the advantage 3rd and long.
They do, and now it's funny because there's only 5 O-linemen. They're going to spread them out in this play, which I like Canfield's skill guys.
We'll see if they throw it on 3rd down and 8. Thanavong is 68% throwing. Play action pass. In the pocket, plenty of time. Hit from behind. Throw over top of his intended receiver, and Jet Jones incomplete. And the Canfield defense will force another punt.
Yeah, they ran a little crossing route. They had Jet Jones, Richie, a little ball thrown a little high. If he's able to catch it, probably some yards after the catch. But again, Canfield makes some adjustments, stiffens, and going to get the ball back with a 7-0 lead.
Although Bloom-Carroll's 68% throwing the ball, they don't like to throw it.
No,
they threw it one time last week against Tippecanoe and beat Tippy by 40 points. Snap is back to the punter. Tyler Rapp kicks it. The wind has a big impact on that punt. Takes a backwards bounce to the 45, and we have a flag here on the near side.
We're going to get a sideline warning on the Cardinal staff. I think it's on Coach Pav. So, he just points to his chest. We'll give you one, Coach Pav. That's all, one sideline warning. But, Mike, how bad is that wind? That affected that punt big time.
It's really weird. What I was telling you guys earlier, if you look down to the goalpost at your right, it doesn't look like there's any wind at all. Then you go to your left, and sometimes the flags are completely straight up. It's like it dies at the right end of the field, but on the left side where I'm standing, it's heavy.
That was an 18-yard punt to the Canfield 45. Danny Inglis in motion. He takes it. Little trickery. Flea flicker back to Lowry, looking to throw for Davis, and he overshot him.
Like the play call. Yeah, those guys said in the first game, playbooks are wide open, state championship style, and Brock had a little juice on that one, just overthrew it.
You know his emotions are high right
Absolutely, but, you could see how he's going to Indiana. That's showing off a little arm strength there by the big fella. But how about our quarterbacks in our area? Skirpak, watched him play, talented. Brock Lowry, Hadley's going to go tomorrow. DeShields. I'm missing guys, but Mahoning Valley got some great quarterbacks.
They do. They really do. We're blessed with some talented football, especially this year in 2022. 2nd down, 10 to go, 2:03 left in the first quarter, 7-0 Canfield leads. Lowry takes, looking to throw. Now he's going to tuck it and run across the 45, hit and drop from behind by Cale Craner. He is 2nd on the team in tackles, and he made one from behind to stop the progress of Lowry.
Yeah, he made one from behind, and linebacker Colin Willett pretty big hit on Brock there at the end of the play. So held him the short distance again. Another third down opportunity for the Canfield offense.
It'll be 3rd and 7. Ball at their own 48-yard line. Lowry this season has completed 67% of his passes for 1,661 through the air, along with 15 touchdowns. They bring a blitz. It's Marshall looking a quick release. They get it off to Inglis. Inglis catches it at the 45 of Bloom-Carroll, falls forward to the 41, and a nice pickup for a first down.
Yeah, a little pitch and catch, waited for the blitzer. Blitzer's free, but Inglis sneaks out of the backfield. First down Cardinals. Good action by the Canfield offense.
That is great awareness by Brock Lowry. Andrew Marshall, the 3-star linebacker, came in untouched. He never freaked out, tossed it away.
Took a little step backwards, give him a little time, put a little air under it. First down Cardinals.
Ball at the 41 of Bloom-Carroll, and now you get the defense on their toes. It's been a long first quarter for this BC defense. Lowry's in the gun, 2 receivers far side. Marzano comes in motion. They fake it to Inglis. Lowry's going to keep. He gets outside, inside the 40, and he falls to the 35-yard line. A nice pickup there on first down. They're going to give him 7 yards.
Yeah, winning the line of scrimmage. Mike, the big boys are starting to suck some wind down there. A lot of hands on hips by the white Bloom-Carroll defense.
Well, it's funny. They're not rotating this defensive line, and you can see, like, they're winded. They've been on this field a lot longer in the first quarter than they probably have in their last couple ball games in the postseason.
23 on the game clock, 14 on the play clock. They got to get a snap off here to end the first quarter. Second down and short. Here comes a man in motion. It is a jet sweep coming to the near side. A stiff arm at the 35, down the near sideline, tiptoeing. It's Inglis to the 10, and he's knocked out there, but this official on the near sideline is going to knock him out at the 26-yard line.
And going to be a first down, so that's the big thing. There's that little stretch zone out of the jet sweep. So trying to extend this defense to be on the run, sideline to sideline, and the Cardinals get another first down.
That's the second time today, and I know Mike was right there to see it. His foot barely touched the white chalk. That is a great call by that official.
These officials have done a nice job in the football game.
He was Johnny on the spot because it is barely out of bounds.
First down, 10 to go. 7 seconds. The clock does stop. We got 4 on the play clock. They got to hurry up. They do get the snap off. Outside zone read to Danny Inglis, and Bloom-Carroll was all over it. Andrew Marshall knocked him back, but we do have a flag on the far side.
I think we have too many men in the backfield for the Cardinals. Maybe now it's going to be a sideline warning on Bloom-Carroll.
Okay. So will be a loss on the play. Sideline warning on the Bulldogs. And that should end our first quarter. We'll await the official here at the 40-yard line. All right, that's the end of the first quarter. Sideline warning on both sides. It'll be a loss of 3 yards when we come back. Canfield got it at BC's 29 when we return for the second quarter.
Reliability.
Good work.
Innovation. Scale. These 3 values are those we look forward to in our business and in our team. If you're ready for a reliable employer who looks constantly to think outside the box in big ways, we're ready for you. Apply now. Help us push the envelope and deliver success. Envelope 1. Take that one extra step.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, we offer a worry-free experience for all our customers.
When your vehicle needs service,
our award-winning team will get you back on the road.
No worries.
That's what going the extra mile means. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Before the lights come on, before the workday begins, before a long day is ended, or it's time to have fun. It all starts with the people at Joe Dickey Electric. From replacing a light fixture in your home to building a substation for your business, no job is too big, too small. The people of Joe Dickey Electric power them all. Joe Dickey Electric, over 60 years of powering the Mahoning Valley.
And welcome back. Tom Benson, Hall of Fame Stadium, Richie Giuliano. We got Steve Leslie, we got Mike Ackelson, and Sam Torres with us on the dials here today. It's second down, 13 to go to begin our second quarter. Bloom-Carroll with a nice stop there defensively at the end of the first.
Yeah, made a nice play. 4 for 4 for the Cardinals, third down conversions. That's a big one for me at any level. Keep that up, and the Cardinals will get state championship number 2.
Canfield had 88 total yards in the first quarter. Brock Lowry ran it in for his first touchdown from 1 yard. Second down, 13. Lowry to throw, shaping to the left side. He's going to sling it far side. It's up and intercepted by number 25, Carter Cornelius. On the zone read, he came across and he picked it off.
Yeah, zone read and Bloom-Carroll, Richie, in zone defense. Young man did a nice job of getting out of his zone coverage, read Brock's eyes, and not a very good throw there for the Cardinals and a turnover in the red zone.
Brock Lowry so far this season, just his 6th interception of the year. Now Bloom-Carroll is going to have it at their own 15-yard line. So our first turnover of the ball game. When I spoke to head coach Mike Pavlansky, that was one of his 3 keys to the game, brought to you by Coca's Pizza. One of them was to win the turnover battle, but they start off 0 for 1. 11:54 left to play. Bloom-Carroll football for the third time here this afternoon. Back in the shotgun, Armand Trout is the tailback. They give it to him. A host of Cardinals able to drop him for just a gain of 2 across the 15-yard line.
Yeah, that's that triangle attack you talk about. 3 backs and 6 linemen, and the Cardinal front 4 right now doing a great job on the line of scrimmage, holding up the offensive linemen and letting the Canfield linebackers get to the football, make some tackles.
Mike talked about it. They could put 6, 7 guys on the offensive line at some points throughout this ball game. They're one of the biggest teams in Division III up front, averaging 289 pounds. With their 6 guys up front, they average 282. Back in that triangle offense in the shotgun. It's a toss. Right side, Marshall, the linebacker, puts his head down, but he's got nothing going. On the tackle for Canfield there was number 40, the nose guard coming in Caden Cahoot.
Caden Cahoot got down the line of scrimmage to the short side of the field, Richie. First quarter, 7:25 time of possession for the Canfield Cardinals. That's another key in this football game.
Just a pickup of 1. Third down, 7 to go. Bloom-Carroll 0 for 2 on third down so far here in the state championship. Thanavong is in the shotgun, running back to his left, takes the snap, rolling to his left, looking backside. He's got nothing open. Now he's going to tuck it and run across the 15, hit by Malkovich and dropped at the 22. That's 2 yards short of the first down.
Change it up. Coach Hurdley, 3-man rush, 3 backers, 6 in coverage, nickel coverage. They do a good job. No one open. Did a good job to snuff out the screen. 0 for 3 on third down conversions.
I think it shows you, too, with Coach Hurdley,
Speed.
The job that they have done in
Coach
the progression.
Hurdley, yes, Coach Hurdley and Coach Rock, both defenses we're watching here today, 2 of the best defensive coordinators in Northeastern Ohio.
Tyler Rapp, the punter. Scotty Eaton, the returner, set up at his own 40. Rapp will take it. He will punt it. This time a higher kick.
That's a hang
Eaton is going to call for a fair catch. Backing up, he dropped the football. Ball is loose on the turf. Who's going to pick it up? And I think Canfield got it at the 27-yard line.
Yeah, you saw the win there, Rich. You take a big-time blow. That ball took off, and Scotty Eaton had a hard time maintaining the catch on that one.
Woo.
So catching the football in these punt situations going this way is going to be tough for this Cardinal special team.
Mike Ackelson got a great view of that. That's the second time that we've had a muff punt here in the postseason. Mike, I know the wind is howling out there, but when you back up and you see receiver move and backpedal, you know you're in some trouble.
Well, and that's the funny part about that, Richie. You see that ball coming there and you think you got it. And all of a sudden that wind picks up and it just carried it a little bit over where Scotty Eaton thought it was going to fall.
Ball at the 26 of Canfield, 1st and 10. Here comes a man in motion. That is Eaton. On the fly sweep. Lowry keeps it. Across the 30, Lowry the big hole. Puts his shoulder down. He ran over the safety Bishop, and he's dropped at the 39. What a hit by Lowry.
Yeah, Lowry laid the lumber there. 6-man line for the Cardinals. We could play a little of that too, and great blocking. And again, it's all the motion, Richie, that they bring. Get your eyes moving as a defense, and then the big fella rumbling up behind it.
Talking with Coach Papp throughout the week, and we talked about it last week because Lowry had 4 touchdowns in the first half. When you look at his frame, 6'3", 205, Indiana commit, unbelievable arm. But I think his deadliest weapon is his feet.
Yeah, there's no question. He runs very well and will run you over like he did right there.
Here comes Scotty Eaton in motion again on the fly sweep. They give it to him. Running far side numbers across the 45, and he falls down at the 46. That's a nice pickup on first down.
Nice pick up the left side. Donato and Parker again, and you got to play that as a defense for Bloom-Carroll and respect those sweeps, and that does nothing but open up lanes for Inglis and Brock when you can get that perimeter like they just did there.
Under 9 minutes left to play in our first half. 7-0 Canfield with the lead here in the state championship in Division III. Keep in mind that Canfield will get the football as well to start our second half. They come out second down and short. They mark it at the 46, so 2nd and 3. Running back to the right of Lowry in the shotgun. He puts a man in motion again. This is Inglis. They fake the sweep. Lowry running right side. He is hit. He gets through one defender across the 45, and he picks up the first down right at midfield to the 50-yard line.
And that's just straight zone blocking, Richie. Man on man, helmet on helmet, and he shows off how he's able to get the edge. Mike, I go down to you again. I truly believe they're setting up one play action where they can get a crosser on one of these receivers with some one-on-one coverage.
They absolutely are, Steve. You can see it's very methodical the way they're running these plays, and they're just going to show them something, and eventually they're going to hit them with something big.
Yeah, this could be it here with Inglis in the slot.
First down and 10, ball in midfield. Don Marzano, the fullback, to the right of Lowry. 2 receivers far side, 1 near. Lowry's going to run it on the quarterback draw. He's got plenty of blockers, but breaking through was Andrew Marshall to bring him down at the 46.
Marshall saved a huge play because they had that block pretty well. Young man's having himself a nice football game. Andrew Marshall, what a big play there for the Bloom-Carroll defense.
Listen to this stat, Steve. 194 tackles for Marshall coming into the ball game.
He fend off a blocker, and you could see he's been around the football for this Bloom-Carroll team, but the Canfield offensive line is doing a good job not letting him get freed up as a linebacker.
Pickup of 4 for Lowry on the keeper. 2nd down, 6, ball at the 46. Man-to-man coverage again on the far sideline. It's a sweep to Inglis, lost his footing, and he's still able to pick up a couple yards inside the 45, and it's going to be 2nd down and 3, or 3rd down and 3 to go, I should say.
Brock held on to that one, Richie, a long time reading that. When the Canfield runs that, you want to read that defensive end, the big fella, number 72 for Bloom-Carroll. He's going to get a read on what the young man's doing, and Danny just slipped a little bit, Richard. I think he would have been able to get that first down.
Jaden Ball with a tackle. He's a 3-star lineman. He's got offers from Campbell, Akron, Miami, and then recently on Monday from the University of Kentucky.
Yeah, that's a big one to Kentucky.
3rd down, 3 to go. Ball at the Bloom-Carroll 43. Lowry keeps it off the left side. Great containment, squeezes through, and he still picks up the first down.
4 for 4, 3rd down conversions. Canfield's best defense is right here on the field right now. They got a great defense, but keep churning that clock, keep running the football. And I like it because we're being able to run it to both sides, and you can't hone in on one side that they're going to run the football to.
And we talked in the open. We thought that Bloom-Carroll would be the team controlling the time of possession of the way they run the football.
And Mike said that not a whole lot of rotation. D-line, linebackers, yes, but this front 4, Bloom-Carroll's getting tested right now.
3 wide for the Cardinals offense. Bloom-Carroll stacks the box. Lowry takes, fakes, looking to throw, wheeling out to his right, and he's going to chuck it away. That's a good read there.
Yeah,
Jack Davis was covered tightly by Jace Rockwood.
Yeah, they were playing pass there. You had some guys out in the receiving areas, but not able to find any open space. So Brock does a nice job, eat it down and live for another play.
Jake Schneider, the junior wide receiver, 6'6", 184, will come into the ball game. I know you know him pretty well, huh?
Pretty good baseball player. Has made some big catches in this season. And their receiving core, I don't think it's enough. You're the voice of the Cardinals. Gets enough credit to how good they've become from being so inexperienced in the beginning of the year.
You're right. 2nd down, 10 to go. Ball at the 38-yard line of Bloom-Carroll. Lowry takes. He's going to run it again off the right side. Not much going. He puts his head down, and he is wrapped up from behind and dropped for a short gain of maybe 1 yard. And now it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 9 to go for Canfield with 6:25 left to play.
Yeah, this is our first really longer 3rd down attempt here. 4 for 4 so far. And the other linebacker for Bloom-Carroll getting in on the action, Colin Willett. He's 5'10", 215. So the middle linebackers, Richie, on this drive, the last few plays have done a nice job from the linebacking position.
Willett with his 74th tackle of the season. He's got 9 for a loss this year. So when you look at their linebackers, Marshall, Plants, and Willett have done a fantastic job to get to this point. Third down, 9 to go. Raymond's in motion from right to left. They swing it out to Raymond on the far side in the flats. He's juking around. He's got nothing going. Wrapped up and dropped by Cornelius, who is having himself a heck of a first half.
Cornelius was able to get up in coverage there, brought Raymond in motion, sat in the flats, tried to get him a full head of steam after the catch. Richie Bloom-Carroll did a nice job. So fourth down, Coach Pav going to go for it.
Fourth down, 7 to go. Big turning point in this football game with 5:30 and ticking here in our first half. Both teams do have 3 timeouts remaining. Coach Pav is talking with his near side official, and he will take his first. So Coach Pav will take his first. We'll take a short one with him. We'll be back with 5:20 and a 4th and 7 coming up next for the Cardinals.
Now is the time to think about your future, where you want to go, what you want to be. Your future can start now at Kent State Salem or Kent State East Liverpool. We have programs that will open doors and provide opportunities for you to pursue your passion. We are affordable. We are close. You call it hometown. We call it Kent State University. Learn more at www.kent.edu/Columbiana. You belong here.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, we offer a worry-free experience for all our customers.
From sales to financing and even service,
We'll help build your perfect vehicle.
and lock in your trade value.
while your vehicle is being built.
No worries.
We guarantee financing.
Regardless of your situation or credit history.
No worries.
And when your vehicle needs service,
Our award-winning team will get you back on the road.
No worries.
That's what going the extra mile means. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
We are Kent State in the Valley. Start and finish one of more than 25 bachelor's or associate degree programs, or start one of Kent State's 280 majors. With low tuition, public, and plenty of scholarship opportunities, we will help you maximize your education and minimize student debt. Enjoy the benefits of a smaller campus with all the opportunities of a large university. Save money, stay close to home. Apply today by visiting kent.edu/Trumbull.
And welcome back, Tom Benson, Hall of Fame Stadium. Richie Giuliano, Steve Leslie, Mike Ackelson. Mike, you're down there. Are they going for this, or are they going to bring out the special teams unit?
I believe they're going to go for this one, Richie. And they're kind of caught. They're right at that edge where it's too long for a field goal, but you don't want to bring out the punting unit. This would be big if they can move the sticks.
Fourth down, 7 to go. The offense back out on the field. Lowry in the gun, twins to the left and twins to the right. Inglis the back to the right. Lowry takes, looking to throw, steps up in the pocket, throws over the middle, and Jack Davis hung on to the football. He was rocked from behind by Bishop, but he still held on.
Good throw, better catch. Wow. And took a hit. Again, we talk quarterbacks, we talk receivers, Lindstrom, Jack Davis. That's a big-time play for a first down.
He went up and got that at the point of attack.
That's play number 30 for the Canfield offense, and Bloom-Carroll's run 13.
Wow.
Keep this ball moving, get it in the end zone, keep that clock moving. Big fourth down conversion.
Davis, the leading receiver, 31st reception of the season. He's got a touchdown as well. Here comes a man in motion on the fly sweep. It's a Lowry keeper up the middle, and he falls forward to the 16-yard line. A nice first down pickup. That cuts the chains in half.
Yeah, cuts it in half right up behind the center, Richie, behind Shar. Sherry did a nice job. And, again, all that motion gets them moving, and you have to respect it. And when you have a 205-pounder at quarterback that ducks it up in there, that looks like an easy 7-yard gain.
They're going to give him 6 on the pickup to the 16.
6.5. You'll play those odds all day for the Canfield offense.
Lowry's in the gun. Marzano is to his right. A.J. Murphy, the right tackle, also has an extra blocker on the right side. A man in motion. They give it. Here's Inglis on the near side. Cuts up midfield. Inside the 10. Inside the 5 and knocked down there. A nice sweep for Inglis. And it'll be a 1st and goal at the Bloom-Carroll 5.
Yeah, nice job by that right side. Danny Inglis, being recruited heavily. Iowa State, obviously, you could see him do some things. He hits the corner. Pretty good 1-2 punch with him and Ron.
Here we go again. First down and goal. Ball at the Bloom-Carroll 5. We'll send it down to Mike real quick. This is a situation, Mike, where we've seen them run a lot of Brock Lowry, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see something else.
Yeah, you may see Inglis here, but I'll tell you what, Marzano, 2 big blocks on that run by Inglis.
Lowry's in the gun. First and goal at the Bloom-Carroll 5. Lowry takes. They're looking to throw out of the pocket. Now he's going to tuck it and run. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, and he still picks up positive yards. They're going to mark him at the 2.
Yeah, maybe
the 3.
Yeah, 3-yard line, and they did a good job playing, covering up the Canfield receivers, but he did a nice job not to make a mistake. Take your time, duck it up in there, and for me, 3:13 and let that clock tick a little bit with the ball in the second half. This is a big possession.
Under 3:10 left to play in our first half. Bloom-Carroll's offense has been on the field 3 times.
Yeah,
they don't have a touchdown.
13 plays. We'll take that.
Lowry's in the gun all alone. Power to the left side with Don Marzano and Danny Inglis blocking. Lowry takes. He's going to run it off that left side, trying to get to the outside. He does. Great blocking, and Lowry spins in for his second touchdown.
Yeah, sealed the edge, sealed the defensive end. Easy walk into the end zone for Brock Lowry.
Lowry's got 2. In the last 2 games in the state tournament, he's got 6 rushing touchdowns for Canfield.
Again, you got to tip. It doesn't matter how big you are. Offensive lines get work, good feet, seal an edge, and he's the first guy that will give them the compliments, the O-line, and that's a big score, Richie, here before the half.
14 plays, 74 yards. It took 7 minutes and 3 seconds to complete. Mysick's kick is up. Mysick's kick is good. Mike, you were preaching this against Chardon. You need a slow, methodical drive that you could put 6 points up on the board. And in the state championship, Canfield did it right there, bleeding 7 minutes and 3 seconds off the clock.
Think about their time of possession already in this first half. It's over 15 minutes. So they've possessed the ball for over half of this first half already. And that's exactly a winning formula, because all they're doing is keeping the Bloom-Carroll offense away from the ball. And their defense, they are sucking wind right now. Watching their reaction when Lowry scored, they are just shaking their heads.
Yep. It's been a long first half of this Bloom-Carroll defense that has been so stout this season.
Because they're not used to playing.
They're not.
They're not used to being on the field. And I want to ask you both this. Mike, you said it. Marzano does not get enough credit for the little plays, the little blocks, the sealing. He sealed the defensive end there on that play, and it's an easy touchdown because their line is so good. But you need that blocking fullback for the system Canfield runs, and Marzano's awesome.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, perfect blocks down here. And when you look at it, execution is the key in any championship game, and you could not ask for anything more out of Canfield in this first half. Their offense has executed at a high level, and if you get off the field here in 2:48 and getting the ball back, that is big for the Cardinals.
For one more opportunity to get it one more time before it goes to half and you get it to start the half. I like the little squib kick.
Here's a squib kick from Mysick at the 35. Bloom-Carroll is going to be able to fall on the football. They're going to have pretty solid field position, though, at the 36-yard line.
But the pass game, and Mike, I know you're on our side, but when I look across there, I don't know if this football team, shocked may be a harsh word, but they looked a little stunned that they're not able to have the football and do what they normally do on offense.
Yeah, they're not comfortable right now. They've been put in an awkward situation, and maybe they haven't faced this since week 1 of the year. And right now, you look at them, and just coming out here, their body language tells you they're not comfortable.
Bloom-Carroll puts 6 more guys on the offensive line. Panthanavong's in the shotgun. They have it at their own 36. Armentrout gets the carry. Danny Inglis hit him first, and then Angelo DeLucia ripped him down at the 39-yard line.
Pretty good double combo tackle. You as the voice of the Cardinals, I haven't been able to watch them play. Danny Inglis is a good football player.
He's a good football player.
He knows where – there's a lot of genes there because his dad was the same way at Youngstown State. It's a pretty good tackle by a junior linebacker.
He's a good football player on both sides of the ball. 2nd down and 7. It's a play action. Throwing near side for Bishop. They hit him across the 45 right at the sticks. He was man-to-man coverage against the safety and Anthony Mazzella.
That's a pretty
good
good
throw. He got the 5 and out.
Tip your cap, a little 5 and out, and Mazzella pushes him out of bounds. Not bad coverage, but a good throw. Tip your cap and move on to the next play here. Keep playing defense and make him go the whole distance.
7-yard pickup across the 45 to the 46-yard line. 1st down and 10. 2:17 left to play here in our second quarter. Panthanavong puts a man in motion. That is Jet Jones. He takes play action fake right side on the soft zone coverage. He finds Jace Rockwood over the middle for a pickup of 9 to the Canfield 45-yard line.
Yeah, they were in the soft zone there. The quarterback did a nice job of reading. Receiver sits down in an open spot, 9-yard gain.
So now Canfield's rushing around defensively, back in the shotgun. They give it Armentrout on the outside zone, gets to the outside. Malkovich, the outside linebacker, hit him, but he did have enough for the first down, a pickup of 2.
Bloom-Carroll, Ritchie with all their timeouts. Now the Canfield defense are on the move a little bit, make some adjustments. Coach Hurdley, I'm sure, will start making some adjustments on this drive, and let's get a stop here and get to halftime.
Ethan Thanthanavong back in the shotgun. Armentrout to his right. 4 receivers out wide, 3 to the near side, 1 to the far side. That is Jace Rockwood with one-on-one coverage on the far sideline. 1:35 left to play. Canfield brings 4. They throw to Rockwood. It's complete. He picks up 8 more yards to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, 3-man rush, Ritchie, playing some nickel and dime coverage, giving up the stuff underneath. Coach McKinney going to call timeout for Bloom-Carroll.
So we'll take a timeout with them. 1:21 left to play here in our first half. 14-0 Cardinals lead in the state championship.
Change. This one word can make you break out in a cold sweat. But with change comes wisdom, experience, and understanding. At Myers Family Insurance, we can help make changes in Medicare, insurance, and retirement a positive experience for you and your family. We've gone through changes, like our new office and new faces to help our family of clients too.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance. Check us out online at myersfamilyins.com or find us on Facebook.
And welcome back. 1:21 left to play here in our state championship. 14-0. Canfield with the lead over Bloom-Carroll. I want to take this opportunity real quick and give a shout out to Bill Kay, who's listening back at home. He was a former Canfield mayor. He's back home listening to us right now. Wasn't able to come out to Canton. So we want to give a shout out to him. He's been a part of this program for
Forever,
decades.
Ever.
Never misses
One of my
games.
favorite people was in the athletic department. Was one of my favorites when I coached baseball with Coach Tinky at Canfield. That's a great shout out. I hope he's enjoying it. Mr. K, if you can get us a stop here before the half, we'll appreciate it.
Second down, 2 to go for Bloom-Carroll's offense. Ball at the 35-yard line of Canfield. Ethan Thanthanavong back in the shotgun. Running back to his right. 3 wide for the Bulldogs. They give to the halfback. He's hit immediately by Dom Marzano and driven backwards. He only picked up 1 yard. It's going to be 3rd and 1 coming up.
Marzano steps up and the clock's running, Richie, which is key. Marzano, a big hit. And again, the defensive linemen for Canfield do such a good job, a 3-man front of occupying offensive linemen, the linebackers getting easy tackles.
3rd and 1, 1 minute left to play on the clock. Thanthanavong takes. He gives Armentrout a nice juke. He makes one guy miss, and then Danny Inglis knocks him down right near the 29-yard line. It's a first down for Armentrout.
Yeah, made a little juke move to get away from the first defender. Danny cleans it up, so first down, Bloom-Carroll on the move, clock running.
Back in the shotgun, 4 wide, twins to the right, twins to the left, man-to-man coverage again. He takes. They fake, looking to throw to the far side, steps up in the pocket, going deep down the middle of the field, and he overshoots Broden Bishop. Anthony Mazzella, the safety on the coverage there, and Bishop kind of shaken up in the end zone.
Holding his, looks like a left knee or a cramp opportunity. Had Mazzella and Brock underneath. So you'd like to see this defense and see what Coach Hurdley does now, 2nd and long. Richie, get a little pressure. He had too much time here. The last 2 or 3 throws, see if the Cardinal defense dials up some pressure.
Broden Bishop, a junior receiver, leads the team with 5 touchdowns and 22 receptions. Most recently received a full scholarship offer from Fordham.
Yeah, that's a great school and a good opportunity for that young man.
2nd down, 10. They throw near sideline, way off target on the slant pattern.
Yeah, brought the blitz that time. Like the play call, Coach Hurdley brought Marzano, Richie on the blitz from the linebacker spot. Had to get rid of it in a hurry. Good coverage on the backside, one-on-one here by the Cardinals. Paulie Bendis was in good coverage.
3rd down, 10 to go. Ball at the Canfield 29-yard line. One of the first times that the Bulldogs have had it this close to
and I don't
Canfield
think we
territory.
mind them throwing the football that much.
No.
I'm going to say I don't know for sure, but I think the Cardinals could live with these situations.
Thanthanavong to throw, looking for the wheel route. He's got nothing open. Now he's going to try and make something with his feet. Throws it. It's caught and dropping forward at the 21-yard line. It's going to be 4th down here for the Bulldogs, and they will take their 2nd timeout.
Did a pretty good job to get out of pressure and make a good throw on the run. So 4th and about 2, Richie.
And we'll see what they do here because the place kicker for Bloom-Carroll is pretty solid. 3 for 4 on field goal tries, but You know, with the wind and the pattern it's blowing in the face of the kicker right now. Mike, you're down there. I don't think this would be a kicking opportunity. Do you?
I think they're too far out to even try to kick it at this point. However, they are going into the wind. This is one advantage that Bloom-Carroll has right now, but I still think they're too far out to try a field goal.
Yeah, you have one timeout left for Bloom-Carroll, so Richie, you know, the clock would stop if they can get this first down and still have that one timeout, but, you know, you want to hold on to that one timeout as long as you can here. So good opportunity for the Canfield defense, 4th and short. They've made some big plays on short distances before. See what Coach Hurley and his Canfield defense can do here on 4th and 2.
23 seconds to go. 4th down and 2, ball at the Canfield 21. Now, do the Bulldogs go power and then hurry up to the line of scrimmage, or do they throw it?
Yeah, because if you run it, it's just a quick stop to get the chain set and go. So pretty risky situation for Bloom-Carroll here.
Dylan Armentrout to the right of the quarterback, Thanthanavon. 4th and 2. The snap is back. They fake it. They're looking to throw. Nothing open. Quarterback rolling to his right. Hit as he throws. Jump ball, and it's caught inside the 5-yard line.
Yeah, that time
what a great comeback route there by the receiver, and that was Jace Rockwood.
He came back to the football, was helping the quarterback out in big-time trouble, and came back to it, able to get it. 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4. They hurry up, and Thanthanavon throws it into the ground for an incomplete pass. That was very unorthodox there.
Yeah, he threw it about 3 yards forward into the ground, but did a nice job again. Canfield got good pressure. Just a one-on-one play, jump ball type, and was able to come back. Did a nice job of coming back, making himself available for a big 4th down conversion. Canfield, I think, going to take a timeout here.
They are. Coach Pavlansky will take his second timeout. 12 seconds left to play, so now the clock isn't too much of a factor unless you want to run the football here for Bloom-Carroll.
Yeah, you could run it with the one timeout, but, Richie, they're 6 for 10, and you talk about how much they don't want to throw the football. 10 is a high number for them in the first half. Love to see this defense step up and not let them in the end zone here to end the half.
On this drive, though, Bloom-Carroll's receivers have done a very nice job.
Yeah, they've run very nice routes, have sat in some zone coverage and did some nice things. And you got to tip your cap there. Broken play, you're taught to help your quarterback out. The young man did a nice job to get him this opportunity.
And you got to open up the playbook now. Bloom-Carroll, this is one of the first times all season long outside of week number 1 that they have trailed in the second quarter, just the second time all year.
And they haven't been able to do a whole lot running the football with only one timeout. If you run it and take that timeout, if you're stopped in play again on 3rd down, you're in trouble. So I have to believe that Mike, going down to you, they probably stay with some type of short pass game to get a couple opportunities here on 2nd and goal.
I would think that's the logical thing to do there, but they've been able to get a couple yards each time they've run the ball. They may take that quick crack because they still have one timeout in their pocket.
Right. Yeah, they're going to come out with a trio backfield. They've got Marshall along with 22 and Colin Willett to the right. And then Plants is the fullback behind the quarterback. They give it. No, they fake it. Thanthanavon looking to throw. He's got his crossing pattern. It's caught by Bishop for a Bulldogs touchdown from 3 out.
Yeah, Bishop's a good football player. Brought him from right to left on a crosser across the back of the end zone. Able to get a touchdown here before the half against Scotty Eaton. Again, that's a big-time drive and play for Bloom-Carroll.
On the play action there, everybody was keying in on Chase Plants, who last week had 2 touchdowns on the ground in similar situations inside the 5. So they switched up the package there.
They switched it up and made a big-time drive. Mike has said it. They're in the state championship. It's a good football team. It's a big-time answer for Bloom-Carroll.
Trayton McKee for the extra point. His kick is up, and his kick is good. 14-7. We got ourselves a football game here. We've got just 5 seconds left in our second quarter. That is a game-saving drive for Bloom-Carroll.
Yeah, that was a big-time drive, and the squib kick kind of sets it up, gets some good field position, kicking it into the wind a little bit there. So they take an opportunity, and the quarterback did a nice job of hitting some possessions. You look at his numbers, he's 7 for 11 for 58 yards and a touchdown. So made some big-time plays with the arm.
Yeah, they don't throw it a lot. Just 89 receptions coming into the ball game, but when they do, they're efficient, over 65%. It's shown there again, 7 for 11.
Short passes, run pretty good routes. I agree with you. It's not a high-octane passing game, but they know where they're going with the football, and the young man's got a pretty good arm and hit some big-time throws and got out of some pressures there when we had some pressure on the quarterback.
That was a long drive by Bloom-Carroll. 13 plays, Yeah,
they
yards.
used them all. They used every play and the half and every second to get that ball into the end zone. And it's going to be go to halftime and make some adjustments for both football teams.
McKee to kick it off at his own 40. 14-7. Canfield still on top here in quarter number 2. Back to return for the Cardinals is Jack Davis awaiting at his own 10. McKee into his trot. It's a squib kick. It'll take a high bounce inside the 20, and Davis has it at the 20-yard line. To the 25, to the 30, 35, ripped down, no time left on the clock. We go to the half with a 14-7 lead. We'll step aside. We'll be back for the second half of the Division III state championship.
Don't forget, I got Tab.
He's got Tab. Get his back. Look at his back. He's got Tab.
And welcome back. We're going to have a short conversation with head coach Mike Pavlansky with Mike Ackelson as he comes off the field. What a nice first half, though, for the Cardinals. You have the lead going into the half.
You have the lead. You get the football to start the third quarter. I'm sure he's probably not pleased with that last drive. I know Mike will probably get to that, go in and get in and make some adjustments and go win a state championship.
Mike Pavlansky with some responsibilities right now. We'll get him in just a second. And here comes Mike Ackelson to talk with Coach Pav.
Coach, you got to like the way your offense played in the first half.
No doubt we are. We're pleased with the offense. Obviously, we got continued staying drives. Disappointed there at the end of the half. We got chances to make plays on the quarterback. We don't sack him. They throw one up. We don't make a play on the ball. We got to come back and, play a lot better defense.
What's some of the adjustments you got to make for him?
Well, we're going to talk about it right now. I mean, we're playing well to that last drive defensively.
Thanks, Mike. Good luck.
Thank you.
There you have it, guys.
There's Coach Pav's thoughts towards the end of the first half. They'll make some adjustments. You know that. And they'll be back and ready to go for the second half. So we will step aside now, and we'll be back here on YSN.
How lucky are we to have not one, but 2 18-hole Donald Ross Championship golf courses right here in our backyards. Mill Creek Golf Course was selected by Golf Week as one of America's 30 best municipal courses, continuing to challenge golfers of all levels and featuring golf instruction by PGA professionals, a state-of-the-art practice range, a PGA of America recognized pro shop, kids programs, and a relaxing grill room for a memorable golf experience. For more information or to schedule a tee time, visit millcreekmetroparks.org.
Change. This one word can make you break out in a cold sweat. But with change comes wisdom, experience, and understanding. At Myers Family Insurance, we can help make changes in Medicare, insurance, and retirement a positive experience for you and your family. We've gone through changes, like our new office and new faces to help our family of clients too.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance. Check us out online at myersfamilyins.com or find us on Facebook.
Jimmy Sutton here, Director of Isle, Purple Cat, and Golden String. We are happy to support YSN and 2 of my favorite people, Scotty Mincher and Super Dave O'Malley. We are an agency that provides services for adults with disabilities. We infuse humor, passion, and joy into their lives. If you know of any folks with disabilities that need our assistance, please contact us.
Hi, this is Zell Bush.
Hi, this is Tom Flynn.
Hi, this is Steve Rossetto.
Hi, this is Ryan Miller.
Hi, this is Rich Sakui from WRS Wealth Advisors.
With our combined 80 years of experience, WRS Wealth Advisors are the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Call 330-965-0370 to learn more about our individual and corporate financial planning services.
Or visit WRSwealth.com.
Go Raiders.
Go Dogs.
Go Cats. Go Dogs. Go Tigers.
You're looking to your future, preparing for your goals, and they're closer than you think.
Because here, success is part of the plan. It's a place where academic and social opportunities are meant to prepare you for life, not just the next 4 years. You'll be equipped to face new challenges and turn hard work into a career. You're ready for your success to take root. And here's where it starts. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
My guy keeps it 100% of the time. He wants all 100, won't settle for 99. And it's more than stats, because there's people in those numbers. And I was one of the lost sheep. I'm so glad he cares for all 100. I'm 100% safe, 100% free, 100% love. I can be 100% me. He gave all 100 when they put him up on that tree. That's 100% passion for 100% free. So if I play in front of 100, or if I play in front of 2, there's an audience of 1 getting 100% of what I can do.
Winter, spring, summer, and fall. Mill Creek Metro Parks is your park for all seasons. Make a memory in the park. Plan your visit today at millcreekmetroparks.org.
YSN thanks you for watching this presentation of Your Sports Network. For stories, stats, and more, go to ysnlive.com.
My guy keeps it 100.
Coca's Pizza, your high school football headquarters. Come to pregame with half-off select appetizers in our dining room starting at 5 p.m. Also want to stay for the game? We'll be playing it live. That's Coca's Pizza. We serve it hot.
Why choose local? Because you live here, work here, learn here, relax here, and celebrate here. 21 WFMJ is our family's only locally owned TV station, and our focus is local. Other TV stations don't have that same focus, as their owners are somewhere else. But 21 WFMJ is rooted in the Valley. Local people making decisions that affect your life, right here where you live.
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the 4 words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider. Every member of our team adds to his or her skill set through ongoing training. Residential, commercial, industrial, automotive, and more. We keep ahead of the needs of our customers with a fleet of more than 50 vehicles and 24/7 emergency service, so you're never left in the dark.
Coca's 24-slice pizza, 75 boneless wings, or our famous pepperoni rolls. Big game favorites. Order now and beat the rush. Coca's Pizza, we serve it hot.
Reliability. Innovation. Scale. These 3 values are those we look forward to in our business and in our team. If you're ready for a reliable employer who looks constantly to think outside the box in big ways, we're ready for you. Apply now. Help us push the envelope and deliver success. Envelope 1. Take that 1 extra step.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, we offer a worry-free experience for all our customers.
When your vehicle needs service,
our award-winning team will get you back on the road.
No worries.
That's what going the extra mile means. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet. Before the lights come on, before the workday begins, before a long day is ended, or it's time to have fun. It all starts with the people at Joe Dickey Electric. From replacing a light fixture in your home to building a substation for your business, no job is too big or too small. The people of Joe Dickey Electric power them all. Joe Dickey Electric, over 60 years of powering the Mahoning Valley.
You're here to be part of something bigger, to make things happen. For you, college is about knowledge being shared and learning experiences that aren't limited to the classroom. On campus, you want to matter. It's about engaging every day, building relationships with students, with mentors, with the community, in the heart of a reinvented city. We are that something bigger. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
Now is the time to think about your future, where you want to go, what you want to be. Your future can start now at Kent State Salem or Kent State East Liverpool. We have programs that will open doors and provide opportunities for you to pursue your passion. We are affordable, we are close. You call it hometown, we call it Kent State University. Learn more at www.kent.edu/Columbiana. You belong here.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, we offer a worry-free experience for all our customers.
From sales to financing and even service, we'll help build your perfect vehicle
And lock in your trade value.
while your vehicle is being built.
No worries.
We guarantee financing.
regardless of your situation or credit history. No worries. And when your vehicle needs service,
Our award-winning team will get you back on the road.
No worries.
That's what going the extra mile means. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
We are Kent State in the Valley. Start and finish one of more than 25 bachelor's or associate degree programs, or start one of Kent State's 280 majors. With low tuition, public, and plenty of scholarship opportunities, we will help you maximize your education and minimize student debt. Enjoy the benefits of a smaller campus with all the opportunities of a large university. Save money, stay close to home. Apply today by visiting kent.edu/Trumbull.
At the Moore Agency, we work one-on-one with you to make sure your auto, home, business, or farm is protected by a quality insurance company. That's why we work with Ohio Mutual Insurance Group. We know you can trust Ohio Mutual to protect what matters most to you and your family. Visit us at mooreagency.com. We can recommend the best coverage from the best companies like Ohio Mutual.
How lucky are we to have not one, but two 18-hole Donald Ross Championship golf courses right here in our backyards. Mill Creek Golf Course was selected by Golf Week as one of America's 30 best municipal courses, continuing to challenge golfers of all levels and featuring golf instruction by PGA professionals, a state-of-the-art practice range, a PGA of America recognized pro shop, kids programs, and a relaxing grill room for a memorable golf experience. For more information or to schedule a tee time, visit millcreekmetroparks.org.
Change. This one word can make you break out in a cold sweat. But with change comes wisdom, experience, and understanding. At Myers Family Insurance, we can help make changes in Medicare, insurance, and retirement a positive experience for you and your family. We've gone through changes, like our new office and new faces to help our family of clients too.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance. Check us out online at myersfamilyins.com or find us on Facebook.
Jimmy Sutton here, Director of Isle, Purple Cat, and Golden String. We are happy to support YSN and two of my favorite people, Scotty Mincher and Super Dave O'Malley. We are an agency that provides services for adults with disabilities. We infuse humor, passion, and joy into their lives. If you know of any folks with disabilities that need our assistance, please contact us.
Hi, this is Zell Bush.
Hi, this is Tom Clint. Hi, this is Steve Rossetto.
Hi, this is Ryan Miller.
Hi, this is Rich Sakui from WRS Wealth Advisors. With our combined 80 years of experience, WRS Wealth Advisors are the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Call 330-965-0370 to learn more about our individual and corporate financial planning services.
Or visit WRSwealth.com.
Go Raiders.
Go Dogs.
Go Cats. Go Dogs. Go Tigers.
You're looking to your future, preparing for your goals, and they're closer than you think. Because here, success is part of the plan. It's a place where academic and social opportunities are meant to prepare you for life, not just the next 4 years. You'll be equipped to face new challenges and turn hard work into a career. You're ready for your success to take root. And here's where it starts. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
My guy keeps it 100% of the time. He wants all 100, won't settle for 99. And it's more than stats because there's people in those numbers. And I was one of the lost sheep. I'm so glad he cares for all 100. I'm 100% safe, 100% free, 100% love. I can be 100% me. He gave all 100 when they put him up on that tree. That's 100% passion for 100% free. So if I play in front of 100, or if I play in front of 2, there's an audience of 1 getting 100% of what I can do.
Winter, spring, summer, and fall. Mill Creek Metro Parks is your park for all seasons. Make a memory in the park. Plan your visit today at millcreekmetroparks.org.
And welcome back to Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium here in Canton, Ohio, the home of the Hall of Fame. Richie Giuliano, Steve Leslie, Mike Ackelson with us down on the sideline. Sam Torres up with us here in the booth. It's halftime here in the Division III State Championship game. 14-7, Canfield leads Bloom-Carroll. Let's take a look at our first half stats here, Steve. Time of possession was absolutely dominated by Canfield. Over 5 minutes, 14:39 to 9:21. Plays dominated 34-26. And if it wasn't for that 13-play drive to cap off the end of the first half, Canfield would have absolutely dominated Bloom-Carroll offensively.
Yeah, it was 30-13. I remember saying at one point with the plays, Richie, but a good job. 14:39 for me, time of possession. I truly believe if Canfield could be double digits, time of possession this second half, we're going to get state championship number 2 today, and Canfield's going to go home Division III state champs.
Dylan Armentrout is the leader for Bloom-Carroll. 11 rushes for just 40 yards. He's getting 3.6 yards per carry. That's not his average at all.
Not his average. And if you're coach from the Canfield staff, probably happy with the Canfield defense for sure. Right. 8.5 yard average a game. Cut that in half, less than half, really. And Coach Hurdley has to be pleased with that. So a great job for stopping their run. And I think, Bloom-Carroll has done a good job against Brock Lowry. He's a big, strong runner. 16 carries, 69 yards. They've done a nice job.
Ethan Thanavong, the sophomore quarterback for Bloom-Carroll, he has stayed composed in the pocket for his sophomore in the state championship. He is 7 for 11 through the air, 58 yards. He had a couple big receptions there and that 64-yard drive to end the first half. His big receivers are Jace Rockwood and Broden Bishop, who have 3 receptions apiece. So, you got to give credit to the sophomore quarterback who's done a nice job composing the offense.
I agree with you, and extended some plays.
Yeah.
He got out of made some scrambles to extend plays and make plays. He's done a good job, and that was a huge drive in a state championship to end the half and get within a score. So, hats off to that young man.
The Canfield Cardinals will get the football to start our second half. The Cardinals looking for their first ever state championship after losing to Toledo Central Catholic in 2005. That was a heartbreaker. 31-29 the final. Dane Sanzenbacher, you remember that name?
It's an old Ohio State name. I remember watching that football game from home. It was a cold night. I remember vividly. And that's one of the keys for me for Coach Pav is that experience to be in that game. I think is going to pay dividends for this community and this football team today. You got to come out and play a good second half, obviously. You're coached well. You're going to make some adjustments. First drive, let's go get it down in the end zone.
These are two programs that have played so well in the last 5 years especially. When you look at both Bloom-Carroll and Canfield, they have over 50 wins and just 9 losses. The Cardinals, 3 regional final appearances in the last 5 years. Bloom-Carroll, 3 state appearances in the last 5 years. Their record, 56-9. Last season, they were 14-1 and lost to Clinton Massey, 24-21 in the state semi.
Yeah, who won the state championship. They beat Youngstown Ursuline. So, yes, 2 good programs. Pretty solid first half. Penalties, very few. Pretty clean game. Good enthusiasm. You expect that when the divisions get a little higher, the intensity gets a little more. This is your typical D3 state football championship.
This is going to be a great second half. Well, Mike Ackelson back with us. 1:20 left on our game clock till we return to action. We'll take our final break here on our halftime show. We'll be back for the final half in the Division III state championship between Canfield and Bloom-Carroll.
Coca's Pizza, your high school football headquarters. Come to pregame with half-off select appetizers in our dining room starting at 5 p.m. Also want to stay for the game? We'll be playing it live. That's Coca's Pizza. We serve it hot.
Why choose local? Because you live here, work here, learn here, relax here, and celebrate here. 21 WFMJ is our Valley's only locally owned TV station, and our focus is local. Other TV stations don't have that same focus, as their owners are somewhere else. But 21 WFMJ is rooted in the Valley. Local people making decisions that affect your life, right here where you live.
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the 4 words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider. Every member of our team adds to his or her skill set through ongoing training. Residential, commercial, industrial, automotive, and more. We keep ahead of the needs of our customers with a fleet of more than 50 vehicles and 24/7 emergency service, so you're never left in the dark.
Coca's 24-slice pizza, 75 boneless wings, or our famous pepperoni rolls. Big game favorites. Order now and beat the rush. Coca's Pizza, we serve it hot.
Reliability, innovation, scale. These 3 values are those we look forward to in our business and in our team. If you're ready for a reliable employer who looks constantly to think outside the box in big ways, we're ready for you. Apply now. Help us push the envelope and deliver success. Envelope 1. Take that one extra step.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, we offer a worry-free experience for all our customers.
When your vehicle needs service,
our award-winning team will get you back on the road.
No worries.
That's what going the extra mile means. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
And welcome back. Tom Benson, Hall of Fame Stadium. Second half about to be underway. Canfield will receive the football. Richie Giuliano, Steve Leslie, Mike Ackelson with you. Mike, Canfield came out of the tunnel. The Canfield side erupted. They look ready to go for this second half.
Not getting.
There we go.
He would like nothing better than this offense to come out and churn out another 7-minute drive and basically eat up the third quarter, is what Mike was telling me when he first came out. He told his defense they've got to tighten up because Bloom-Carroll's not really a passing team. He said they're a running team, and they just gave him too much yardage on that last drive of the first half.
Here's our scoring summary so far. At the end of one half, Brock Lowry has 2 rushing touchdowns, one from 1 yard out with 4:18 left in the first quarter, another one from 3 yards out in the second quarter with 2:48, and then Bloom-Carroll had an incredible drive. They went down the field in just 2 minutes and 42 seconds to score with 5 seconds left on the first half clock to make it a one-possession 14-7 Canfield lead. It was Broden Bishop with a 3-yard touchdown reception there for the Bulldogs, and that got them right back into the football game. Good thing that Canfield was able to get to the half because they had a lot of momentum there after that drive.
The half kind of hopefully slowed that momentum down a little bit. And it was a good drive, and Mike is right down there. It's not a passing team. Played a little soft coverage. Had an opportunity when he talked with Coach that had a chance for some sacks.
Yeah.
Kid made nice plays. You got to move on. You have a 7-point lead, and we roll from here.
A little bit different on the special teams unit to start the second half here for Canfield. The kicker and Trayton McKee is just a sophomore. He will tee it up at the 40. This is Brock Lowry back to return at the 10-yard line for the Cardinals.
Last game of the year, you're going to get him as many touches as you can, no doubt. I like this situation for him. See if they kick it to him.
Here is McKee with his running kick. This is a boomer over Brock Lowry's head into the end zone. A nice kick there from McKee, and Canfield will have it after the touchback.
Yeah, you come out, you want to see what kind of adjustments are made, see if Bloom-Carroll made some adjustments. Those defensive linemen, Richie, we talked, they were on that field for the first half, a long time on defense. You'd like to see that trait continue.
One of the biggest defensive fronts Canfield has played all season. Zane Gogolin, 330 pounds as the nose tackle. The 2 defensive ends, Cale Craner, as long as Grant Dolan, who's 250. So they run a 3-4 base defense, usually with 4 linebackers. But
Andrew Marshall had 7 tackles there in that first half. He's a good linebacker.
He is. They do bring 4 to the line, so a 4-3 defense to start the second half for Bloom-Carroll. Lowry fakes, near side. He's got Inglis. He catches it past the 25. Here goes Inglis. He puts his shoulder down, and he gets close to the 30. He was hit by Bishop, who is having himself a nice state championship game.
Bishop again on a nice hit out of bounds. I think it's going to give us the first down. Yes, again, Richie, 4-man front, what you said, going to stretch him out again. Make him play that perimeter. Good play call to start this third quarter. Make him play the edges and the corners. So I like to start on a good play call with the pass.
Danny Inglis also getting involved here today. He's had a nice game.
He's had a big-time game.
Don Marzano is in the backfield. Inglis to the right. They put him in motion from right to left. On the fly sweep, it is to Inglis, and he is hit and knocked for a loss of 1 back to the 29-yard line. The linebacker, Colin Willett, came in for his 10th tackle for a loss on the season.
Yeah, he blew that play up, but Richie weren't able to get him blocked there on the edge on the jet sweep, so a nice job there, 2nd and long.
It'll be 2nd down and 11 here for the Canfield Cardinals on their opening possession of the second half. Canfield was able to punch 2 in the first half. Lowry's got 6 touchdowns in state action, 4 against Holy Name in the state semi, 2 more here today in the state championship game. Danny Inglis is back in the shotgun to the left hip of Brock Lowry. two receivers far side. Lowry's going to run it to the left. He's got a pretty big hole, but then Bloom-Carroll will close it. He gets to the 35, a pickup of 6, and it'll be 3rd down and 5 coming up.
That was Willett again from the backside. Did a nice job to run that down, but I like the action. Richie left side did a nice job. DiDonato and Parker again getting them some space and 3rd and manageable, and you like these situations. 5 of 6 in the first half.
10 minutes, 45 seconds left in our third quarter, just underway. Bloom-Carroll's looking for a nice drive here defensively after the first down for Canfield on the first play. 3rd down, 5 to go. Lowry's in the gun. 4 receivers, 2 wide, 2 near. Lowry takes, looking to throw. He's got a clean pocket, has plenty of time, flips it near side behind Inglis and incomplete on the coverage. Willett, man, what a start for the senior.
A big-time opportunity on this series, Richie. 3rd and about 5, and they were all short routes. Even if Danny Inglis catches the football, would have been a short of the first down. So Cardinals going to have to punt this one away.
The punter coming out for Canfield is Ali Shalash. Shalash, as the punter, is averaging 32 yards per punt. He's got 8 inside the 20. He's a soccer player for Canfield, transitioned to a punter in the middle half of the season. He does get it underway, tightly contested. This is going to be a good punt. Although it's going to take a Bloom-Carroll bounce past the 35. Now a Canfield bounce inside the 35 and down there. So a pretty good punt there by Shalash.
Yeah, nice job there. Almost blocked there. As got a little pressure on the middle of the Cardinal special teams. I'm sure they'll talk about that. And Bloom-Carroll trying to keep that momentum, Richie, from that drive before the half.
Nice job by the defense for Bloom-Carroll. Their linebacking core came up with every single tackle in the opening possession of our second half.
Those 2 linebackers are 2 really good players, and you could see why they're so good defensively. They get to the football and will make a lot of tackles as they're doing in this football game.
Split back look here for Ethan Thanthanavong to start our second half. Armand Trout is behind him. Now they're offset pistol with Willett off the right hip of Thanthanavong. He gives Armand Trout off the right side, avoids a arm tackle and gets past the 35. Would have been a hit at the line of scrimmage. Instead, they're going to pick up 5 yards.
Yeah, Armand Trout does a nice job of making that first guy miss. He did it again. Murphy on the tackle, so pretty good gain for Bloom-Carroll, getting a little push on the right side of their big offensive line.
They're going to give him 6.
Yeah, Dylan Chittum and Jaden Ball did a nice job that time.
Jaden Ball, 6'4", 280 as their right guard. Chittum, the right tackle, 6'4", 265, a heavy load on the right side of the line. Offset pistol again, 2nd down, 4 to go. They throw near side. It is complete. Hit immediately and dropped there by Paul Bendis. It'll be a pickup of 3 yards to bring up 3rd down and 1 on the reception. Jace Rockwood, he's their leader with 4 receptions.
Yeah, Paulie Bendis did a nice job of sitting on that after the catch, no yards after contact. So 3rd and short again. See what they dial up here.
This is where Canfield was clutch in that first quarter.
And the goal line situation, remember they ran a little crosser on 3rd and short. So got to be prepared for everything, but see if the Cardinals can shoot a gap here and make a tackle for a loss.
Bloom-Carroll just in the huddle. We're approaching 10 seconds on the play clock. Thanthanavong breaks it. Back to that 3-back look. They've got the tailback, Andrew Marshall, behind Thanthanavong. 3rd down 1. They give it. Here's Marshall off the left side. He puts his head down. He's hit. He is driven backwards. Let's see the spot. Oh, that's a healthy spot. They're going to give him the first down.
Yeah, they're going to give him the first down. I didn't see that. I'd like to see a replay of that one, but pretty good spot there. Just enough to get it across the chains. First down, Bloom-Carroll.
Andrew Marshall, who's got 161 rushes on the season, over 1,000 yards. When you look at their running back crew, you've got 2 guys over 1,000 and then another nearing 500. So they've got a good trio back there.
And they make you miss, which they've done here these last couple possessions, making some Canfield defenders miss.
First down 10, ball at their own 44, 8:23 left. It's a pitch to Marshall, makes a man miss up the middle, and he falls into Canfield territory. Dropped by Anthony Mazzella, the safety, for a nice pickup of 7 yards.
Yeah, that time did a nice job. Again, Caden Cahoot had a chance from his nose spot to make a play for a yard or 2 game, was able to elude him and deep into Cardinal territory. Right now, the big offensive line starting to lean a little bit on this Canfield defense.
For as big as Marshall is, 6'3", 225, he's shifty with his feet.
Yeah, that was a good move. Again, they do a nice job of planting the foot and tucking it up in there for an 8-yard gain.
2nd down and short. Thanthanavong back in the shotgun, offset pistol. Armand Trout's the tailback. To the left of him is Chase Plants. They take. they give Armentrout. It's a fake reverse to Bishop, and Lowry's there to beat Armentrout. Ball on the turf. Who's got the football? Right at the 49. Canfield's got the football.
Good call. Good job, Brock Lowry. Somebody made a big hit and laid the lumber
Brock.
and pushed somebody up.
I think it was Brock Lowry. I hope that's it. Turnover. Let's go down to Mike.
You can credit that one all to Brock Lowry. He came in, made the stick, and just reached in there and ripped that ball out. And for a second, it laid on the ground. Nobody touched it. Canfield dives on it. They needed that.
Yes, they did.
Brock Lowry doing it on both sides. Ripped the ball away from Armentrout, and they will set up shop. First down and 10, ball at their own 49-yard line. So great field position, and that's also the first turnover there for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, that's a
We're at one
big
apiece.
turnover, yeah. And they just went to the review, I'm sure, and play stands. So the Cardinals need to capitalize on this one.
You almost said the Irish.
I almost said the Irish. I'm sorry about that. I don't want to put the
First down and 10 to go. Lowry to throw. Far side. He's got his man juggling, incomplete. And they're going to call it a backwards pass. No, yes. All right, it's incomplete.
Yep.
Far side official took a lot of time
be
to
a
roll
little
that
worried there.
incomplete.
I was like, you're calling the play. I'm a little worried he's going to let that one go, but that's one Danny Inglis, I'm sure Richie would love to have back because I think he had an opportunity after the catch to get some positive yards.
Stay cool, calm, and collected here with 7:24 left to play in the third quarter.
Yes.
Coach Mike Pavlansky looking for his first ever state title as a head coach.
And I think as I watch, you start to lean on number 12 a little bit more, maybe get him a couple carries on this drive to get you in a manageable situation.
Second down, 10 to go, ball at the 49. 4 wide, too far, too near, and everybody's moving.
Use your cadence and make him jump off sides.
There were 3 guys for Bloom-Carroll. They're pointing at Canfield's left tackle and Dom DiDonato. Every official will meet at the 40, and we're going to have a call coming up.
I got to believe.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's a close one. Yeah, they're going to call it on us.
Ball start. Everybody came across for Bloom-Carroll.
So DiDonato must have moved there. So Coach Pav not happy with that. Now you're second and long. And I say that because, and you're the voice, he's that calming influence. Put it in his hands. Let him get a positive play back here on second down and get yourself an opportunity.
Second down, 15. Ball at the 44 now after that Bloom-Carroll turnover. Lowry's in the gun. He takes it, looking to throw. Plenty of time. Dump it off another screen. They read it well. Inglis being chased down from behind by Jaden Ball, and then Inglis gets knocked down by Ball again once he's on the ground.
And I think we have another Bloom-Carroll, a little slow to get up, but he looks to be okay.
That was Tristan Britch, who had himself a nice first half there, especially on the opening possession.
Jaden Ball gets sideline to sideline for as big as he is pretty well. They're 6'4", 280 junior. Did a nice job to slow Danny down. But again, it's that positive yardage that gets you a manageable opportunity here.
Third down. They're going to call it 8. It's going to be a short 8, though. Inside Bloom-Carroll territory at the 49-yard line. 6:45 left to play. Lowry takes a low snap. They're going to run it on third down. Puts his head down, gets free. He breaks a couple tackles inside the 30 and runs out of bounds on the near sideline.
Right side did a good job, Richie. Santino Coca and A.J. Murphy did a nice job on the right side. Lean on the fella. Had the opportunity to call a lot of good plays for number 8, Jaleel McLaughlin.
Yep.
That's who I compare this young man to. When in doubt, give it to 12 and let him rumble.
Let him move. And Mike's seen that all along this year. He's down on the sideline. He made 2 guys miss at one time.
Houdini.
That's his favorite word,
I love
Houdini. First down, 10 to go. Ball at the 27. There's Inglis in motion. On the fly sweep, they give it to Inglis, and the linebackers coming up, hitting them hard. That was Birch.
Yeah, he did a good job. Wasn't able to get the linemen, weren't able to get a hand on him, and he slid through the crease. Mike, I go to you again. Marzano and Danny Inglis on that big run by Brock. Danny Inglis threw a great block on the middle linebacker to free him up.
Absolutely. He gets free. Plus, give credit to Lowry, too, on that play. He steps out of a would-be tackler's arms, and that's what gives him the extra yardage. But the blocking that they're getting downfield has been tremendous by the Cardinals' offense.
Second down, 10 to go. Still at the 27 of Bloom-Carroll. 3 receivers wide for Lowry. A man in motion from left to right. That's Eaton. Lowry fakes the sweep. He's going to run it himself. Another big hole. Inside the 20 and powered down by Jaden Ball. close to the first down marker. That's a healthy pickup on 2nd and 10.
Looks like to me, Richie, about 3rd and a yard and a half, but a good gain again over that right side. And again, that extended play with the handoff, you have to keep your lanes, and he's doing a nice job of making reads on their defensive ends if he can get into a manageable spot.
66, A.J. Murphy absolutely plowed that defensive end over.
Man, we see some blocks here today in the state championship early in today. These linemen, not the biggest, but they do a good job of freeing these good running backs and quarterbacks up.
3rd and a short 2 at Bloom-Carroll's 19. Lowry's in the gun again. He's going to run it off the left side, inside the 20, puts his head down, and he's going to pick up the first down. Ball's on the turf. Canfield picks it up anyway, but they're going to call him down, and that should be a first down.
Yeah, that will be a first down, no doubt. Did a nice job there behind that left side. So we're getting a pretty good mix, Richie. Running the ball both ways, time of possession again, which we talked about, starting to win that battle back after that stop on the turnover. So need to capitalize with points here.
How about the hands there by the right guard and Coca?
It was a pretty good scoop.
Yeah.
We got pretty good pizza, too, at Coca's.
Yeah,
we cannot thank Steve Coca enough. Legends, Rick Frida, for all that they do that allows us to do what we do every day and every week.
First down 10, ball at the 17. Lowry takes. Lowry gives. Inglis off the right side, big hole. Inside the 10. Inglis got tackled by his feet by the safety and Bishop, or else he had 6.
Mike, one of those big ones are coming. It's getting a little closer as they continue to hit that stretch seam with Inglis.
It is, and the great thing about that, he steps out of that tackle. It's a touchdown.
Yep.
You got to give Bloom-Carroll a lot of credit here. They are making tackles when they absolutely have to. But I want to give some credit. Santino Coca, A.J. Murphy, Angelo DeLucia. That side of the line is absolutely blowing holes wide open and making it possible for them to run. And then, like you've said, Steve, and I've said, they're getting the secondary block from the wide receivers. It's making everything just click for the Cardinals offense.
Good sign for Bloom-Carroll. Their defensive end, Grant Dolan, went down, but he's able to get back up, move to the far sideline on his own power.
Yeah, on his own power. And Richie, when I stand up here and talk with you, we haven't seen them play, obviously, but I know they're not used to being on the field defensively, getting 3 and 4 yard runs at them like they do to people all year.
Yep, you're exactly right. This is a defense, especially the last couple of weeks, who has absolutely dominated. When you look at their last game, giving up 12 points, they gave up 7 points in the regional semifinal against an 11-2 Sheridan team.
And Sheridan's one of those teams statewide that's won some championships and have been in the state finals. So that's the key. And we're at 16 minutes time of possession with it already to 4 here and 2nd and 1. Keep pounding the football, run that clock and get that 2-score lead back. And hopefully the Mahoning Valley can get number 2 and 2 state championships within 5.6 miles. I think 5.9 miles. My math's a little off. I went to Catholic school, so we'll stick with that. But Northeastern Ohio football, we don't get, and we talk about this as YSN, that we're homers. Yes, we're homers. We love our schools, but our football is really good also.
Yes, it is. We got 3 battling for a state championship this weekend. All right, media timeout is complete.
Do you get cute here, or you do something, or you just keep pounding?
I keep pounding.
I'm
right
with
at
you.
him. 2nd down, 1 to go. Ball at the 8-yard line of Bloom-Carroll. Canfield's knocking on the door, up by 7, 14-7 with 4:08 left here in our 3rd quarter. Here is Inglis on the stretch play to the outside. Good block by Davis. Inglis to the corner, and he's knocked out inside the 5, right at the 3-yard line.
Richie, you called it. Good block by Davis to seal the edge. Again, Mike Marzano from that wing spot. He seals it. He seals the defensive end. He can't get around Marzano, and he got a free trip to the 3-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 2-yard line.
You know, you guys can see something maybe up there that I can only see a little bit of. Everybody bought that Brock was going to run that ball, and all of a sudden he just tucked it into Inglis's belly.
That's that outside zone read they've been running all year long. 1st down and goal. Ball at Bloom-Carroll's 2. Lowry's in the gun all alone. He's going to run it right side. Lowry up the middle, puts his head down, and he is into the end zone for his 3rd rushing touchdown.
Big boy football. I want to hear one of your sayings that I've heard up here in the press box.
Oh, boy.
I want to hear one before the game's over. I'm not going to put pressure on you now, but that's a big boy football drive right there to pound the football and get that 2-score lead back.
That's a huge drive there. Canfield goes down, scores 9 plays, 51 yards in 3 minutes, 35 seconds. They take advantage of that fumble.
Yeah, that fumble. And Brock Lowry was the hit and the fumble recovery. So pretty good drive in English with some big runs. But we talk all the time, credit that offensive line group. Mike read them off. I'll read them off again. DiDonato, Parker, Scher, Coca, Murphy, DeLucia. And I'm going to throw Marzano in there too. Those guys are winning the line of scrimmage.
They are. They have all season long too. And when talking to Coach Pav, they're definitely undersized. They're undersized by 235 pounds on the line. That's how much they're down. That's the difference. 235 pounds. It doesn't look like that tonight.
It doesn't look like it at all, and it hasn't looked like that all day. I mean, when you look at the numbers and stats that DJ and Gary called, their line of scrimmage, the Valentine young man, he might still be pancaking people on the way home. I could have had some of those runs, but I think, again, it just shows how Coach Pav is awesome, great coach, and Coach Yeagley and his staff. It's staffs that have been together a long time, and you're seeing it on his football field.
And Coach Seminaro, every single lineman that comes and talks with us at Cocas talks about Coach Seminaro because he's one of the best offensive line coaches that there is to offer in high school football.
Right. And offensive line coaches and a defensive coordinator like Wally Hurdley, the defensive coordinators that we have in our area and play the people that our teams play constantly. You look back, and you've said this, the run that Canfield's made to get here, to go through the teams they have, it's impressive.
Ursuline, Chardon, and then Holy Name. Three in a
pretty
row.
Good ones. Three that could be playing in this game.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Chardon has played in this game, and Ursuline was in it last year, so they've gone through the gauntlet.
Mysick with another squib kick. It's returned at the 30 by A.J. Moore, and he is hit and brought down quick.
Yeah, that was a big-time hit by Anthony Mazzella. For a minute there, I thought he may have jarred that one loose. I'd definitely take another turnover here, but Bloom-Carroll in one of these tough spots now. We're not able to really run it, Richie, real good. They've been able to have a little success throwing the football, but I think Coach Hurdley will be happy with all those underneath throws at this point.
Ethan Thanthanabong, the sophomore quarterback in the shotgun. Armand Trout to his left. Trips to the near side, one-on-one to the far side. He looks to throw, dumps it out in the flat. It's Armand Trout, makes the catch to the 40, knocked down by Mazzella and Marzano.
Good play.
That's a nice game.
Yeah, it's a nice game, but it's a good play. Canfield get the red jerseys of the football, converge, and that young man's a talented tailback.
Yes.
I could see where all those yards come from that you've talked about. He's very talented with the ball in his hands.
He's got 12 games out of the 15 they've played over 100 yards. 2nd down and 4. They give it to him again. Hit at the line of scrimmage, gets loose, and then Paul Bendis wraps him up and brings him down. That's a pickup of 7 and a first down for Dylan Armantrout.
Ran through a couple tackles, and Paulie Bendis did a nice job there to make the one-on-one tackle on the edge, or that could be a big gain. That's a big-time tackle to limit that to a short gain after he had some open space.
Dylan Armantrout's just a junior. We're going to see another year of him next year. He got a Division I offer from Campbell.
Yeah, their backfield will be back.
Yes, still young. 3:04 left to play in our third quarter. They give. This time it's the tailback in Marshall, and he picks up a couple across the 50 to the Canfield 49. That's a gain of 3 on the play.
Angelo DeLucia from the defensive end spot. Richie did a nice job there to lead the initial attack for the Canfield defense and get the tackle.
He's had a lot of growth from his freshman to sophomore years, and this is a guy on the basketball court that they're going to miss here in the first week. They picked up their first victory against Lakeview, but he's one of their key guys at 6'3". A man in motion from left to right. That is Jet Jones. They take the snap, looking to throw. Rolling out to the right. Hit and dropped. Spun around at the line of scrimmage. No gain, and there's the nose tackle who comes in. It's Caden Cahoot.
Yeah, Cahoot's done a nice job of controlling the middle, Richie. You've talked about him a lot off the air with me. Vince Lucci, also for Canfield, did a nice job moving some defensive linemen around, doing a nice job. 3rd and long. Let's get off the football field here and get the ball back.
3rd down and 7, and you take away the run game now. That's their bread and butter.
That's how many runs for the young man. 14 carries and 53 yards. They've done a great job.
Thanthanabong takes. Play action pass. Plenty of time. Hit as he throws over the middle. Incomplete off the hands of Jace Rockwood.
Yeah, that's the hit by Lucci, Richie, that make the quarterback throw the ball a little behind. So 4th down, and they're going to have to punt the football.
Yes, they are. That's a big stop there by the Cardinals.
Yeah, he was open, but the pressure by the young man, not able to get the feet set and make a good throw. So Cardinals going to get it back.
Luce hit them hard, and now they're looking to punt, and they're going to trust their defense
Yeah,
now.
they're going to trust the defense, and Canfield's going to do what they do. Punts here, if you're Scotty Eaton, number one, just catch the football.
Yep.
Don't worry about yardage. Get the ball back for your offense.
Yep, we saw one dropped in that first half. Rapp takes a nice snap, plenty of time. He will boot it away. Eaton is going back. He's going to let it go over his head.
Ooh.
It's into the end zone.
That was a big
What a
time
punt
kick.
there by Rapp.
Yeah, 50 yards in the air.
That helps
Spiral.
Canfield, though. Put it back at the 20.
Mike, what's your thoughts here, this drive here to end the quarter for the Cardinals?
This is a perfect opportunity for Canfield. Eat as much clock as you can. Finish the third quarter. Take another 4 or 5 off. Score this, and go up 3 scores. Pretty much puts Bloom-Carroll completely out of their game plan. And look at their defense already, guys.
They're
The
gassed.
defensive linemen, the hands are on their hips. They are gassed.
Yep.
I hear a lot of come on and let's go because they know they got a chance to close it
Yeah,
right here.
You got some excitement, I'm sure.
Split backs for Lowry. One to the left, Inglis. Marzano's to the right. 4-3 defense here for Bloom-Carroll. They fake it. Lowry's going to take it. Ball rips them down from behind for a short gain of 2 to the 22.
Yeah, again, that's a big young man that moves very well. I cannot say that enough about him. 6'4", 280, did a nice job. Mike, I'm smelling a big Richie Giuliano long touchdown run. I feel one coming there. They haven't quite hit that big play yet. I feel one coming.
I do too, and the one thing you got to look, 72 is the only guy on the line that is going both ways. And there's a switch, only 3 down linemen on this play.
Yep, 3-4 base defense here on 2nd down and 8. They trust their 4 speedy linebackers. 1 minute left to play in our third quarter. Lowry takes, looking to throw, near sideline. He's got his man. It's caught, and it is Schneider who's got his 11th reception of the season, and he's got a reception in back-to-back games.
Yeah, nice little out pattern to get you in 3rd and 3 or 4. So I like the play call there. You bring Inglis and Marzano back into the game, and now this is that situation. You kind of could do what you've been doing all day, Richie, getting those runs and getting this first down to probably be the last play of the quarter.
Yep. They got to snap the football, though, as we have 30 seconds left on our game clock and 17 seconds left on our play clock. 3rd down, 4 to go. Ball at Canfield's 26-yard line. Lowry takes. He's going to run it left side across the 25-30. Puts his head down. He gets the extra effort. 1 yard more at the 31 for a first down.
Yeah, that's a big-time play. Sticks his head down. The young man strong and wanted that first down. The Cardinals going to end the quarter, Richie. 12 minutes away from a state championship.
Clock ticking down. Canfield doesn't have to snap it after the first down pickup, and Coach McKinney coming out, and he was frustrated. They knew they had him for just a gain of 2, and Lowry made it 6 for a first down. So the clock hits 0. We will go to our final 12 minutes of play. Can Canfield have 2 state champions? We'll find out when we come back.
Coca's Pizza, your high school football headquarters. Come to pregame with half-off select appetizers in our dining room starting at 5 p.m. Also want to stay for the game? We'll be playing it live. That's Coca's Pizza. We serve it hot.
Why choose local? Because you live here, work here, learn here, relax here, and celebrate here. 21 WFMJ is our family's only locally owned TV station, and our focus is local. Other TV stations don't have that same focus, as their owners are somewhere else. But 21 WFMJ is rooted in the Valley. Local people making decisions that affect your life, right here where you live.
And welcome back. Final 12 minutes Do or die time here from Canton, Ohio. Richie Giuliano, Steve Leslie, Mike Ackelson, Sam Torres, and everybody else that's with us. Anthony Romo, Chris Sigler, Gary Niddle, DJ Yoakley, and then Ryan Cole sitting and watching some football after he just had a lot of anxiety running for the last 48 minutes.
Yeah. And Richie and Gary, or DJ and Gary Niddle and South Range Community, Coach Yeagley and the football team. Congrats to you guys. I know all of us up here are awful proud of them and what they've accomplished. 16-0 and a state champ does not get any better than that.
How many teams in the history of this tournament have 16 wins?
And when you go back and think how long that really is, that's an NFL type season. It's there's no bye weeks.
Nope.
There's no time to heal up. But it's a credit to all our great players in our area.
We will start our final 12 minutes. Lowry's in the gun. First down and 10, ball at their own 31. Lowry takes. They give. Paul Bindus, the backup quarterback, throws back to Lowry on the near sideline. Makes a man miss across the 35-40. Breaks a man. 50. Down the sideline. 40, 30, 20. Foot race. Good night. Brock Lowry. A big one. His 4th touchdown.
Hey, let's go this route. Paulie Bindus, backup quarterback. They talked about it in the first game. Playbook's wide open, brother. Get it to the backup quarterback who they probably have not seen. Make a big-time throw, put the ball right on the money, and the big boy rumbles for a touchdown.
What a play call. We haven't seen that once all year. Mike, how about the crowd?
Hey, come on. I'm going to tell you something. Mike Pavlansky usually holds everything close, right? We've seen an onside kick and now a trick play out of him in this postseason. Unbelievable. And as one coach was saying when they broke the huddle, I'm going to see you go right by me, and he called it.
Wow.
What
a call.
That's a great call. And you know what? I'm going to shout out Paulie Bindus, work with his dad at the county engineers. I know how proud he is down there and his family. I love the play call. Mike, you better check. Is Coach feeling okay? Little squib kicks, the throwbacks. But you talk about it. Playbooks are open. You covered them all year as the voice.
Yeah.
You've not seen that formation.
Nope. First play all year.
So let's run it. Let's run it on the first play of the 4th quarter in the state championship.
I love it.
And house it.
You got to be risky, though, right?
Love it.
You got to be risky because, Canfield's run a similar playbook all 3 quarters, and they come out and they throw a wrench in Bloom-Carroll's defensive scheme.
And here's what I love. I love listening to Richie Giuliano's touchdown calls. I love listening to DJ's touchdown calls. I'm lucky I get to listen to the voice, Bob Hannon. Nothing better than hearing our play-by-play guys call house calls. That's awesome.
All I know, guys, Mike Pavlansky is so focused. He said, forget about that play. We still have 11:45. Let's go finish it.
Yep, let's finish it off in a big-time style here, but what a start to the 4th quarter.
That's the big play you were talking about, Steve.
It was coming, and they had him set up, and that looks like an easy play, but it's not. You got to run to your right, stop, throw it back. There's a lot of practice time. That play's been run an awful lot at Canfield High School.
Here's a Mysick squib kick return there by Tyler Rapp at the 35, and he is hit and dropped down right near the 40 at the 39.
Malkovich, number 15, Richie, the junior, makes a nice play on special teams. The special teams have been good again today. You've talked on that segment of it. It was a struggle early on. I remember you talking and saying, and here comes our 4th quarter numbers, or 3rd quarter numbers, I'm sorry.
Time of possession's the big one.
Yeah, 21 minutes is
21-14. That's a lot.
Yeah, and then just score a big-time touchdown run there, so off the pass. So keep playing.
Hey, guys, I'm going to beep in here real quick. Watch Canfield. They have been told to rip that football out again.
Dan Thanavon takes underneath. Nice screen play. Chopped down at the 50 and inside Canfield territory was Brody Wellman.
Yeah, that's a good play call. Let the D-line come in on a rush, run a little center screen. Did a nice job there. Canfield did a nice job, Rich, here. That's a touchdown.
Yep. First down and 10, 11:26 and ticking here in our 4th quarter. Canfield up by 3 possessions. Dan Thanavon looking to throw far sideline, diving attempt and incomplete. On the coverage on the outside there for Canfield was Paul Bindus along with Marzano, and 25, Carter Cornelius, who had an unbelievable first half offensively and defensively for Bloom-Carroll. He had that interception, couldn't come up with that
and
one.
on the big play, as I'm looking, I want to give a shout out to the young man, Tyler Scher. the sophomore from the safety pot. Probably saves a touchdown on that solo tackle.
Kyler Scher, a couple underclassmen have stepped up big in the state championship. Dan Thanavong to throw, soft zone, over the middle, caught by Jet Jones, hit immediately and knocked down right at the 45-yard line.
The red shirts are buzzing around. Mike, you've talked about that. You could see the energy. They want to make another big play and get the ball back to the offense.
Absolutely. That's what they're trying to do. Just put the ball back in the offense's hands, and they're going to eat up clock.
3rd down, 6 to go. Ball at the 44. Play action pass. And Thanavong steps up in the pocket over the middle. Cornelius makes the catch. Paul Bindis trailing him. Will tackle him just outside the 25-yard line. Nice pitch and catch there.
This sophomore quarterback's impressive. He's got a bright future. That's a pretty good throw there on the slant play in front of Paulie Bindis on the one-on-one coverage. Good pitch and catch, first down.
1st down and 10. No huddle offense. Takes the snap. Plenty of time to throw. Far sideline. Another catch. This time Broden Bishop, and he picks up 15 for a first down right outside the 10-yard line. This is a quick drive.
Yeah, threw that right up over the top of number 9, Vince Malkovich. Pretty good throw. Again, another first down. We got a guy down.
I think that's Bishop after the catch, limping to get up. He's able to get up on his own power, and he goes to the far sideline. So I'm not sure if this is going to be a timeout or not, but both teams are going to head to the huddle. So we'll step aside real quick. We'll be back 10-28, 28-7, Cardinals with the lead.
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the 4 words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider.
No timeout. They're back.
1st down, 10 to go. 10:20 left to play here in our 4th quarter. And Thanavong takes the snap, rolling to his right, has no other choice to get hit and knocked down by Malkovich, the backup outside linebacker stepping in for Ryan Schneider here tonight. He's done a great job.
Yeah, DeLucia also 84 brought some pressure there from the defensive end spot. Coach Hurley, now the ball's in the red zone. You want to stiffen up and play some defense. Good pressure by the front 4 to Cardinals.
That's a loss of 4. 2nd down and 14. Ball at the 16-yard line of Canfield. 28-7 our score with 9:48 left to play in the 4th quarter. Play action pass, hit again, and another sack.
Inglis on the blitz, Richie. Good call right there on your part. Danny Inglis was free on a free blitzer. 3rd and long, Coach Hurley dialing up. We talked offensive package. I'm sure there's some defensive blitzes that Bloom-Carroll hasn't seen, and that was one of them.
Well, now Bloom-Carroll's in a blunder. 3rd down and very long.
Yeah, they're
3rd and 20. Past the 20-yard line. The sticks are at the 3.
Yeah, the next pass he throws is number 20. They probably haven't thrown 20 passes in this state championship run since the playoffs.
Probably not. They used to pass a lot in the first couple games. They changed their scheme. They looked to throw far side, picked off, going the other way. It's a big play. Foot race down the far sideline. Armentrout's going to catch him at the 30. It was the nose tackle Cahoot. The lineman with the interception.
Oh, run, big fella. But it's unfortunately the tailback was the one that runs him down, which he should. But Cahoot, hats off. Number 1, he read the play. Knew where the football was going. And for a nose man, showed some pretty good handles there to pick that football off.
Football player, wrestler, and his first interception comes in the biggest moment.
All right, here's what I'm going to ask you. You've called it. I spell another play that we haven't seen all year coming. I do.
Up 21 with
Coach
under
Pav
9.
had a long conversation with Gavin Raymond. So keep your eye out here.
1st down and 10 in Bloom-Carroll territory. The defense has been on the field all night long.
Oh, man.
Lowry's in the gun, a back to his right. 1 far, 1 near. He's going to take on the outside zone stretch play. They give it off. Near sideline. Scotty Eaton makes a man miss. Inside the 30, inside the 20, a flag, and he's knocked down at the 12. But we're going to have a hold.
Davis on a hold there. 29 on the hold. We'll go down to Mike. He's standing right down there. Did you see a hold there, Mike?
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. That was a hold on that one. It's a spot foul, so they should still get some positive yardage out of it.
Yeah. Held on a little bit, it looked like, from up here, a little too long on the holdup.
Yeah, it's one of them ones, like, they'll give you X amount of time, and then all of a sudden, we've got to call it.
But we'll take what? 1st and 8? We'll take that.
First and 8.
Get the clock moving a little bit.
Does negate a long run from Scotty Eaton on the near sideline. First down, 8 to go at the 28-yard line. Canfield in the driver's seat here in the state championship.
Yeah, they're in the driver's seat for sure, looking for that knockout punch.
Lowry's in the gun. Man, what a night for the senior quarterback going to Indiana, responsible for all 4 touchdowns. Inglis is to his left. Marzano moves from left to right. They take, they give. Here's Inglis. He makes one man miss to the 25, and he gets to the 24-yard line. It'll be 2nd and short.
Broke through a couple tackles, and this for Coach Pav, this is what you want. 8:15 clock running, 2nd and 4. It's situations that you love, and I know the offensive line coach is loving what's going on right now as they continue to win that line of scrimmage.
And we talked all night long about this offense and the ability to move the football. How about the defense tonight, though, for Canfield?
Yeah, I was going to – you watch them a lot. I don't think their defense gets the credit that they should because they're so good offensively.
Yep. You're right. All the attention's on 11, on 12,
yeah,
10.
They got a lot of guys on defense. Cahoot just made that play. Those guys do a great job of getting opportunities.
2nd down, 4 to go. Lowry takes. Lowry will give. On the near side, it's Inglis. Cuts back, 20, 15, 10. Inglis, one man to beat, and he tripped him up. Bishop for the 2nd time, got him on his
21
feet.
again. He is like a tackling solo machine for them. I mean, that's about, you called it, the 4th or 5th one that he saved touchdown runs and tripped up Inglis. But again, they just are so good, Richie, as I watch. Their blocking schemes are different. Their plays are the same, but they block it differently. And that's why they're so good on offense. And I've talked to you a lot about that off air.
And Mike has seen that as well tonight.
Hey, I want to throw something out to you guys. Bloom-Carroll, I told you they had 7. This is the first time I've seen Canfield with 6 offensive linemen on the field.
Yeah, you're right. They've run a 6 package up front with 2 tight ends.
We can play with you, too.
Lowry takes Inglis along the right side, hit and
hit.
stuck immediately
71,
by
11.
11. That's Marshall. Marshall, their leading tackler.
Marshall, 11 and 21 are pretty active on the defensive end, but you've talked about it, partner. The time of possession is just off the charts.
Marshall, their 3-star linebacker, who's number 34 player in the state of Ohio, is going to have close to 200 tackles after his senior year.
They tackle very well, and Canfield is not an easy team to tackle solo. You know, they run through a lot of tackles, and those guys have done a good job, but you're in a good spot. Let that play clock run down and get this ball into the end zone.
5 seconds left on the play clock, 6:20 on the game clock. Lowry all alone in the gun, 2nd down and goal. Ball at the 4. I don't think they're going to get this off in time. They're not. It's going to be a delay of game.
Mike, he will not be happy with that.
You got 3 timeouts as well.
Nah, you know he's not going to be happy with that one, but they'll take it because that still ran off more clock. And
that ran
this
off.
This is what I like to say. I'll make Richie laugh right now, Steve. Not only is Bloom-Carroll the enemy is Canfield, the clock is their enemy big time right now.
I knew that one was coming.
Yeah, well, you guys do such a good job of calling these games, and I enjoy listening. It's a thrill for me to be a part of this, but I want to see one more score by the Cardinals for sure to salt this baby away.
Yep. Dig the grave. 2nd down and goal. Ball at the 9. Lowry's in the gun. Marzano moves from right to left. He takes a high snap. He's running, looking for a jump throw. Ball is caught by Marzano. His 3rd touchdown reception. What a pitch. What a catch.
Little jump pass, Tebow style. And you know what? Shout out to Marzano. The dude's blocked his tail off. Shows pretty good grips of going up and getting that. Brock Lowry, I cannot say enough good things about you, my man. You're going to have a big-time career in college, and you're going to end a phenomenal high school career with that could be his last throw of his high school career right there. And
could be.
Drops a dime on it.
A jump pass. So 2 things we haven't seen all year. The reverse with Bendis back to Lowry for a 69-yard touchdown and a jump pass.
Yeah, you haven't seen the jump pass in Richie Giuliano's long year of the Cardinals?
Never. Kick is up and good from Mysick. 35-7 is our score. 6:06 left to play. The Cardinals here in the second half have scored their 3rd touchdown. They have been dominant offensively, and this defense as well has stepped up big time. This is a great football game on both sides for head coach Mike Pavlak.
It's one of the most solid games. You're the voice of the Cardinals for me, offense, defense, other than that drive before the half. Mike, we saw it in the first game with Coach Yeagley. You can start to feel that excitement. I know you're seeing Coach Pav get a little more animated than normal.
He is, and you can tell it's right on the grasp. But I know, Mike, there's 6:06 left. It is full force, pedal to the metal right now. He doesn't want to let up because he wants to finish this right. But I give him credit. Marzano, all the blocks that kid has thrown this game, and then he comes up with a big touchdown reception. That was well deserved. But look at Pav. He is out there in that huddle telling his guys, wrap them up, get them down, let's go.
I think that's one of the good things of why they're so good, because I was able to watch a Wally Hurley who coached with my brother-in-law Neil in Austintown. Wally Hurley doesn't want to give up a score.
No.
He doesn't care what the score is. Mike Pavlansky doesn't want to give up a score. They're coached like it's nothing right now.
And let's be honest, in the last decade, this is a defensive-minded team first.
No doubt.
They've got a great group of seniors who are offensive-led. You got the junior Inglis.
Right.
You've got Lowry, who's
Bendis
a one-of-a-kind player.
Yeah, Bendis has made some big plays and throws. Those guys do a very good job, and it's been since 2009 when Urson and Mooney won the state championship. We're 6 minutes away from 5.9 miles of a dual championship with JFK waiting in the wings.
The city of Canfield will be the home of high school football in Ohio.
It has to be. It has to be. And I loved, and if you see our social media stuff, you saw those guys, Shane Lindstrom hugging a lot of the Canfield guys coming out as they were going in. Yes, they're rivals. Yes, they want to compete, but they know where they're from in a Canfield community that is 6 minutes away from having a double state championship.
Can you imagine if both teams combined?
Oh, God.
Oh, boy.
Could you imagine those are video games.
Yep. Mysick kicks it away. It's returned at the 35 by the tight end Tristan Britch. And Britch gets past the 35 to about the
number
38.
17. I want to get him on some air. Matteo Ricciardi.
Yeah.
Does a nice job. Special teams have been solid. The squib kicks have done their job. They haven't been able to get a lot of yardage after the kick. And Mike, do you still feel the intensity of this defense? I don't think there's going to be any more let up. They probably want to get another turnover.
Oh, absolutely. And the sidelines is absolutely electric down here. They know what's sitting 6 minutes and 2 seconds away. Coaches are focused, and he told his defense, get out there, get it done.
Van Thanavon will take the snap. They hand it off. Armentrout up the middle is chopped and knocked down for a gain of 3 past the 40 to the 41. Surprised they're running the football.
Yeah, running the football. Inglis and Mazzella on the tackle, and Canfield will be okay with that. Mike, we talk communities. We talk Canfield. You're down there. It's loud up here. Talk about the community that they have and the support and the noise that they're getting from behind the bench.
Cardinal Nation is on their feet. There isn't a person sitting in the lower level. They are excited. They know what's at stake, and they are just egging and cheering and getting these guys fired up to finish it in style.
Back to the tailback, Armentrout on the carry. He picks up a couple past
Tyler
the 45.
Scher,
Tyler Scher knocks him down at the 46.
Young guys. There's a guy getting state championship opportunities, making big-time tackles.
5 minutes, 12 seconds left. Third down, 2 to go. Ball at Bloom-Carroll's 46. They trail 35-7 here in the Division III state championship game. Canfield looking for their first ever. Thanavong to throw, rolling out left, tough throw across his body, and there's going to be a penalty flag coming in. Bishop was knocked down.
Yeah, I don't think there was a whole lot there. Brock's going to get the pass interference, but I think their feet got tangled up as I watched it live here, but it's going to be first down for them.
Yep. That'd be a 15-yard penalty there on Lowry, and that's probably the first time all year he's had a pass interference.
How well have it? We're talking state championship games. They've tackled very well today against a good running back, and you called them all year. Is it one of the best tackling teams also in our area?
There was a lot of concern with the tackling, especially in the open field around weeks 6, 7, and 8.
But from this stretch run, to tackle the Lynches,
phenomenal.
the Mannings, the Bernies, the Chardon kids, the Parma kids, the tackling's been awesome.
On point. They have made unbelievable growth and adjustments from start to finish this season. Danthanavon takes first and 10 over the middle, almost interception. He has his guy, though, and Dylan Armentrout out of the backfield. Armentrout with a big run, far numbers, and knocked down at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, Dylan Armentrout's a football player, Rich. He lowered his shoulder. He's playing it like it's nothing for sure. And, again, pretty nice pitch and catch. This sophomore quarterback putting a name out there for himself. He's made some good throws tonight.
I think you could see this team back
absolutely
in the state next year with a sophomore quarterback, and Armentrout is just a junior tailback. They look to throw, pump fake, looking to go far corner, jump ball up and incomplete.
Yeah, pretty good coverage. Tried to go pump and go on Paulie Bendis. He's had a solid game at that quarterback spot. Had the huge 69-yard touchdown pass. So that young man as a junior has a state championship to remember.
Yes, he does. So does the rest of this group.
Oh, it's you sit up here and you gleam because we've all been able to talk with Coach Pap.
Yeah.
You talked about that earlier. I love the guy.
Yep, best coach I've ever talked to. Danthanavon takes, looking for a bubble screen. Now they toss it over the middle of the field. Tipped up. Was it intercepted? No, just off the hands of Inglis.
Yeah, Brock Lowry was reading that one. He wanted to get a beeline on that one. Just got it going off his hands. He wanted to get rumbling with that one and seal it for sure.
Great coverage on the near sideline. They had that screen read out. That was Marzano who
they played that
well.
Marzano's had a good football game. Mike talked about that offensively and defensively. They just do what they're taught to do.
Yep. 3rd down and 10. Ball at the Canfield 15. Up by multiple scores, 35-7. Danthanavon looking to throw over the middle. Caught once again. One of his speedy receivers juking and jiving towards the goal line. Is he in? Ball is out. The ball is out. Who has the football? Right at the 1-yard line. And Bloom-Carroll luckily recovers the football at the 1.
Yeah. They were able to fall on it at the 1. Again, another pretty nice pass on the crossing route, Richie. I thought the coverage was pretty good. That's just a good pass. But if you're Canfield, you'll live with that 4:09 and the clock running, 1st and goal.
Ball at the inch-yard line. So Bloom-Carroll most likely is going to punch this in. With 4 minutes on the game clock here in our Division III state championship. Back to the triangle look in the shotgun. Danthanavon gives. Here's Chase Plants. Plants puts his head down, and he is in for a 1-yard touchdown.
Yeah, Bloom-Carroll, their fans on their feet. You want to get into the end zone in the state championship, and that young man will remember that. And you have to tip your cap. Made some good throws. Didn't quit. Make a nice drive and get yourself on the board. Now got to be ready special team-wise.
Get the hands unit out there and ready to go. Now, to put something into consideration, Bloom-Carroll does have all 3 timeouts left.
Right. Yeah, it's still 3.5 minutes. You gotta keep
far
playing
stretch,
anything.
I know.
No, it is, but you're right. I mean, you have to play the game for the full 48, and you know they're going to play it, and they're going to use their timeouts. We saw that in the first game. It's just you get one chance to play a state championship. I mean, if you're a senior and even an underclassman, how many times you can't win a championship or play it and say, I'm going to be right back here next year.
You're right.
Just football is not that way. So they got to play this out. Coach Pav is still coaching. Mike, we'll go down to you. He's still on top of everything. This hand unit will be ready.
Oh, absolutely. This is all coaching at this point. He knows if they get this ball, they get 1 first down, they chew up these timeouts. This is pretty much ball game for Canfield, and they know what's sitting there. And they've played a great game so far, and he's telling them, finish it strong, finish it the right way. And you know that's how he coaches, and that's how these kids are going to play it.
So here comes the hands team out for Canfield.
Have they had a lot of these opportunities? That's what I was just going to ask you. No?
Not many.
Okay, yeah. So you got Inglis is up there, I see. Eaton, Schneider.
Jake Cox is out there.
Trying to get on the far side.
The far sideline, we've got
I want to say Jack Davis
is out there.
And who's on the edge? Is it?
That's Drew Rostek.
Okay, so pretty good hands unit.
Yes.
And the back edge is probably some backup guys, I'm guessing.
Yes, you're exactly right. So they will put the football down at the 40. We're waiting an onside kick from Tyler Rapp. So their punter is now going to kick this one here. Rapp has it teed up at the 40. He's angling his body towards the far sideline. Rapp, Squibb kicks it. Ball down through a Canfield receiver's hands. Rostek on the far sideline is able to fall on it at the 45.
That's why you're on hands team, young man. Good job. Way to get the football. Did a nice job there of corralling the football and getting the Cardinals the ball and get a first down. They high-five it because that's a big play. And they work on that, I'm sure, an awful lot, Richie, throughout the season. You don't get a chance to execute it. But they did a very good job there of maintaining that football and doing what they've been taught all season long.
3-score lead for the Cardinals, up 35-14. It would take a miracle comeback.
Yeah, it's going to take a
Bloom-Carroll.
miracle. And you're Bloom-Carroll, you're probably going to attack some gaps here. So the big play opportunity for the Cardinals is in play.
Split back look, ball at their own 45. Lowry in the shotgun. He'll take the snap on the stretch play. He will give it. Here's Danny Inglis. Inglis behind blockers to the 50 and knocked down. I think they're going to keep it at the Canfield 49. This time it was Broden Bishop, the safety, coming in and making another tackle, a pickup of 4.
Good play there, but was able to get to the edge. Danny Inglis, Richie on the game now. That'll give him 63 yards on 15 carries. Like the balance of their offense. I mean, the carries were split up. Obviously, Bendis gets a touchdown pass. Brock does his things. It's a hard offense to zone in on and try to shut down one guy.
Inglis over his average. He averages 53 yards a game. He's up 10, 63 yards.
Yeah, so a lot of different guys. And Mike, we'll go down to you after this play. You can name those linemen again because they don't get enough credit.
This time it's to Don Marzano on the run. He is hit and dropped from behind. That was Ball along with Grant Dolan who bring him down.
Yeah, I give a lot of credit. Dom DiDonato, Evan Parker, Jimmy Sharp, Santino Coca, A.J. Murphy. Add in tight end Angelo DeLucia. These guys have been fantastic this game. They followed the game plan. They've executed. They might be smaller than this other team, but they have blocked perfect.
3rd down, 5 to go. Ball at the 49 of Bloom-Carroll. 2 minutes, 23 seconds left on our 4th quarter clock. Murphy and Marzano move to the left side of the line. You got 3 blockers. Lowry takes. Lowry on the outside zone where he's going to keep it himself. Up the middle, falling forward, staying on his feet. He picks up 6 for a 1st down.
Don't you want it to end with your offense?
Yeah,
and you're
you
the
do.
voice of the Cardinals. So this 2 minutes is yours. Mike, I'm going to say it. There's nobody better for me, and I know you feel the same. Richie Giuliano is as big a part of this Canfield football program as anybody. And I want this young man to enjoy these last 2 minutes of a state championship of a school he's awful proud of.
I appreciate it.
Take us home, partner.
Looks like we're going into victory formation. Bloom-Carroll does have the 3 timeouts. I don't know if they'll use them.
I don't think so. It's a classy group. Those kids play hard. And
They
you
do.
said they're going to be back, but partner, this 140, me and Mike are going to be all ourselves. Congrats to you. You went to Canfield. You represent all of us at YSN awful well. We're happy for DJ, and I'm thrilled for you, brother.
Oh, I'm happier for Coach Pavlansky. Everything he's been through, he's been at Canfield for a very long time, over 20 years, and this is well-deserved for him. I always thought he was one of the best coaches in the area, but, tonight it really shows.
That's an awesome thing. Mike, tell Coach Pav when you get a chance. I love him. I'm awful proud of him, and let's be honest, Coach Pavlansky believed in YSN, and we're a big part of it.
Yes, let's go! Will do, guys.
In come the backups. Another knee is taken. Bloom-Carroll's not going to use any timeouts. They only have to snap the football one more time. This Canfield team, coming back from a year ago, losing to Chardon for the 2nd consecutive year, and they beat them.
Beat them. That's how you want to win. You want to beat them, and they did. You think Paulie Bendis will remember the drop back kneel down for a state championship?
Oh, and Coach Pavlansky getting a lot of cold water dumped on him. Canfield will take the final knee. And for the first time ever, the city that cares, Canfield, has their first ever football state championship.
Congratulations to the Canfield Cardinals, Canfield community. I salute you, Coach Pav and that staff, Wally Hurdley and you guys, Jason Morrell. I'm so happy for you, and I'm proud and privileged to be a part of Canfield football here in the state championship. Richie, phenomenal ride. We're going to have a lot of coverage here down the stretch.
Yes, we are. What a season. Mike Ackelson will be down there. He's going to look to get somebody to interview after this ball game. I know there's going to be a scrum. And for the first time in program history, the Cardinals are going to take it home, and they will raise the championship trophy.
And you talked about Mr. K. You talked about Mr. K at home probably listening. That he's as big a part of this championship as anybody. He's a Canfield guy, was the athletic director for a lot of years, Mr. K, from me. Congratulations to you. They just play football the right way. And I said 2009, Cardinal Mooney and Ursuline, rivals, win state championships. 2022, Canfield and South Range, and we got one more to go.
I look back at week 5 when they lost to Cheney. That's an eye-opener there.
Yeah,
they
absolutely.
knew they had to clean up the game of football, and they did just that. They turned it around. Canfield as a team, a dominant stretch in the playoffs, beating Ursuline in the regional semis, taking down the 2-time defending state champion and the Chardon Hilltoppers. They beat a fantastic Holy Name team, and they beat a sizzling hot Bloom-Carroll team here in the state championship.
You've been around me a long time. I say sometimes you have to learn how to lose before you know how to win.
Yep.
It's right here.
Yep.
You talked about it. You got to beat Chardon. You got to beat Chardon. You get tired of hearing that.
Yes,
because
you
it's
do.
a good football program, and it's 2 good schools. They finally knocked on the wall and kicked the door over and are the Division III state champs.
The Canfield Cardinals head over to the band for the alma mater. What a victory. 35-14, and the city of Canfield has to be proud.
Yeah, there's no question. You have to be proud of the way these kids are. I saw all the signs coming in. We drove through Canfield to get here. 5.9 miles and 2 championships. It's just the way they play it, Richie, the way they block it, the different schemes, how well they're coached, and had that play in their back pocket to start a quarter and have the courage to call a play and get a big touchdown. Paulie Bendis to Brock Lowry kind of sealed the state championship.
That was unbelievable. Mike Pavlansky always runs over for the Canfield alma mater. We're going to get him most likely after he's done with that.
And he's got to enjoy every second of this. And you see where he's at because that's who he is. He wants kids to enjoy every minute.
Danny Inglis will give him a big hug. And you look at this junior class, it's going to be very difficult to get back to this point. But the Canfield Cardinals, we've said a lot throughout this broadcast, have had sophomores and juniors step up in big-time moments, and they have 16 weeks of experience that a lot of others, underclassmen, sophomores, and juniors don't have.
No.
That'll be key next year.
It'll be huge. And you talk both of these teams, you could see because they know how to win. They're coached well, and they do things. But Canfield Nation, be proud of this football team. Brock Lowry, I can't say enough about Richie. I've been around him. I know his family. I've done some baseball with him. There's a young man that has a bright, bright career, but realizes how important teammates are to win a state.
All right, guys, I'm going to jump in. I got Danny Inglis with me here on YSN. Danny, what's the feeling?
It's just amazing. Words can't describe this feeling.
Talk about the way the offense just dominated. The line of scrimmage, you guys blocking, everybody.
The line is very nasty. They pride themselves on being the best group on the field at all moments, and they did that.
What does this mean to bring home a state championship?
It's everything. It means everything. We worked so hard for this for 12 months, and now we're finally here.
Go enjoy it. Go enjoy it. All right, that's the first one. We're going to get many more here yet.
All right. Coach Pat, I know he's busy with his trophy presentation. What a ball game today. And you know what? The offense scoring 35 points against a defense that only gave up 10 points per game is phenomenal. But the defense stepped up in moments where they bent, but they never broke.
No, I don't think so. Against a good running back, I was really impressed with him. When you look at those numbers, sometimes they could be deceiving, I think, and you would agree. That's a talented young man that, again, I just go back to their tackling was pinpoint pretty much the whole game. They gang tackle. They get to where they're supposed to be. That's, Wally Hurdley as the leader of their defense. Those kids know the time that's spent by their staff of where they need to be, and they trust it.
We got a lot of cameras down there trying to get the trophy presentation for head coach Mike Pavlansky, who deserves to touch and hold that trophy first for Canfield.
He better touch it first, and I know these kids will let him do that. It's just it's a happy, happy time when you can do up here and do what all of us do, what we love to do, and watch two teams hoist the state championship. Not a better feeling.
22 years as the head coach of Canfield.
Think about that. That is 22 years of every day, all day. For the way football has gone. It's a full-time job. It's a full-time commitment. Coach Pav commits a lot of times. He comes and talks with us on Wednesday. The time a head coach spends with football players is awesome.
There's the trophy presentation. They give it to the Canfield Cardinals. Brock Lowry and company took over. Lowry with 3 touchdowns on the ground, 1 through the air.
Yeah, there's a camera down there, so we'll let Canfield Nation enjoy that one.
Because of their leadership and leadership. It gives me great pleasure on behalf of our board, all of our member schools, and our staff, the 2022 Division III State Championship Trophy.
So they're going to take their group picture like they do after every single
And those
victory.
guys, you guys just holler up back when you get somebody. But again, Richie, just to sit and watch that, it's Coach Pav, and I get it. I have a chance to know him a long time. I know Mike does. That's just who he is. He wants to step back from it and let kids be kids. And for me, I can't admire that enough.
Yep. And Brock Lowry was the first one to hoist that trophy up in the air. And rightfully so,
No,
because
there's no
without
question.
Brock Lowry, I don't know if they'd be at this
No,
point.
and he's that guy. We said it before. We have good quarterbacks in our league. The young man fans in Canfield is going to do a lot of big things at Indiana University.
Yes, he is. I can't wait to see him play at the D1 level because he has D1 potential.
Is it for me? The breakaway speed is phenomenal.
It's
he had people
unmatched.
chasing him on Bendis' pass where he's big, he's strong, but he'll also outrun you. And they just do so many things well. And I've talked to you. I love color commentary because you can watch different blocking and those. They do things so well.
Yes.
And you talk about their O-line coach. Talk about him again.
He's unbelievable. Coach Seminaro, who's been here for a long time. He's stuck with the program, and he knows what he's dealing with. These are Canfield kids. It's not open enrollment. They're not big, but they find ways in the trenches to beat you with their schemes and their technique.
Yeah,
and a lot of these guys are wrestlers. So they have the technique for wrestling.
But that's my point. A lot of times they run the same plays. They do the same things. Yes and no, because they're blocked differently. Zone blocking, man blocking, cutting back. Wide receivers, Mike talked about that. Their blocking is taught by a great guy.
Truly is. And you know what? We could go down the list here with their assistants because
you
they've
give them a
done
shout.
an unbelievable job. Angelo Seminaro, we just preached about him. Jason Morrell, wide receivers coach, unbelievable job. I know you know him.
Yeah, how good are their wide receivers? We talk block. Jack Davis, how good of a year did that young man have? Gavin Raymond. If you're throwing the ball 40 times, those guys put up video numbers, but they stick with the game plan.
Wally Hurdley, Matt Caldfell, who also was the assistant coach of the year in the Mahoning County.
Right. Congrats to him.
Dean Conley, Cameron Terashotti, former player, Dan DiGiacomo, Joe Ignazio, who's the head coach of Boardman.
I'm going to say, how happy can you be for someone like that? Was a very good head coach at Boardman. Didn't go the way you wanted it. Most coaches would say, that's it, I'm done. Here's a guy that's got head coaching experience, and you've talked with Pav about that. That's huge.
Huge. Absolutely huge. And then Jack Palani and Ryan Scaler, the other two coaches that have stepped up big time.
Congrats to all of you. Shout out for the way you teach kids how to play the game the right way.
What a game. And you know what? From start to finish, I felt really confident with the way this team played a football game.
Yes,
I mean,
no
they
doubt.
come out and you hear a lot about Bloom-Carroll running the football and how dominant they are. And look what happens when you play a really good linebacking core.
And you have a good linebacking core, and Canfield will make you play sideline to sideline.
Yeah, and that's not what Bloom-Carroll wanted to do.
They're used to playing in a box.
Yep.
And that wasn't the case today.
Head coach Mike
Yeah, I
Pavlansky.
see him down there. Mike, he's got more hugs. Tell him he can be the mayor of wherever he wants to be on the bus ride.
He gets to do whatever he wants tonight. He is absolutely the man. Hey, Dom. We're going to grab Dom Marzano. Talk about the offensive game plan first and foremost. Man, you guys blocked like crazy today.
I mean, it was just basically what we do normally. We came out there, we had a simple game plan, just go out there, hit somebody. We just had to go out there, keep our feet moving, and let our backs do the trick.
How about the way this senior class goes out, the winningest class in Canfield history, and forever your state champions?
The dream come true. The dream come true. I can't ask for anything else in my life. Right now, this is the best thing that's ever happened to me.
How about the defensive effort? This was a team you knew that could run the ball, but their offense wasn't on the field a lot.
Yep. We just had to go out there. We knew they were going to come strong downhill. Their backs were fast, physical, so we just had to go down there, hit them. We had to make sure that our linemen were on it. We had to make sure that our DBs were on the passes. So it was just a great game plan for us.
Has it sunk in yet? You're a state champion.
It's okay. It's an amazing feeling. It's crazy. It's surreal. I can't even believe it.
Go enjoy it, man.
Let's go.
Go
Yes,
enjoy it.
sir.
Thank you.
So there's Dom Marzano, who was one of the leaders on the defense.
I'm going to try and get Coach to give me a couple minutes.
Coach is talking with his family, and to try and get him. He's got a million hugs. You're right. He's like the
But you
bear
deserve it, man. Because that family of his knows the time he spent.
It's going to be hard to get him out of there.
All right. No. Mike Pavlansky's pure class. The emotion to get here and get it done.
I had it under control until I saw my mom. And just God love her, 84, 85 years old, here in the cold, and just follows us the whole way through. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Just happy for our kids. Really am. I mean, to celebrate with their friends and community, it means everything. It certainly does. And we came here to finish a job, and we finished it.
Winningest class in Canfield history. Yeah. And this is a lifetime memory, and the way it ended.
Absolutely. And, at halftime, they had us on our heels, and we talked about championship teams. We talked about finishing, and we certainly did that in the second half.
Second half was just dominant, both sides of the ball.
Absolutely. And that's what we talked about. You got to finish a job. You want to be a championship team, okay? You're going to face adversity. We faced a lot of adversity in that last drive of the first half where they scored, made it a tight ball game. But the way our guys responded in the second half, offense, defense, special teams, tremendous.
All right, when I think of you, you're pretty much vanilla, okay? In this postseason, I've seen an onside kick. I saw another one out of the playbook. You left nothing.
When you get to this level, good teams are going to take your bread and butter away. We had run that outside zone so many times. We just noticed on the backside everybody was chasing. And you put the ball in 12's hands, he's going to do some special things. Paul Bendis did a great job selling the outside zone, threw it back, and Brock was off to the races.
Last question. What does this mean, and how sweet is it?
Well, obviously, for our school and community, it means everything. To come here and finish a job with a senior class that we knew was special 6 years ago. You can't put it into words, Mike. You really can't. I can't mean this more. I am just so happy for our kids.
Perfect, man.
Right.
Love you.
Love you. Thanks, buddy.
Appreciate
it. Oh, my gosh. Oh, no, how about that? Unbelievable.
There you go.
Says it all.
Wow.
I think
that is perfect, guys. I mean, you can't
the
beat
relationship. I'm just saying, Mike, the relationship that Coach Pav has with all of us. He treats us like we're a part of the program, like he's done today. And he just said it. I guess my mom's in her 80s. To have your mom there on a cold night and watch your son win a state championship isn't anything better.
Unbelievable. I think that's how we
I got to get one guy yet. So you guys keep talking, and you know who I'm going for.
All right, yep.
I'm going to find him. I'm going to go get 12. You talk a little bit. I know you got game stats, everything. Time of possession. This one's real easy, Richie. Canfield dominates.
Yes, they did. And say your line there, Mike. They weren't just playing Bloom-Carroll, but Bloom-Carroll was also playing the clock, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's the greatest thing ever. So give me a second. I'm going to mute it, and I'm going to see if I can get him out of here.
All right. He talked about time of possession. 28 minutes to 19 minutes for Bloom-Carroll offensively, who got the football first.
And you've talked, they've probably averaged over 20 minutes a game, I would have to believe. When you go look at their stats, they're a 20 to 25-minute offensive team.
You want to know the craziest stat of them all? 26 rushes for 69 yards. And here's a stat I want to throw out. In this postseason run, Bloom-Carroll has rushed for 1,351 yards in 5 games.
Say
They
that
had
again.
69 tonight.
Say that again. They've rushed for
1,351 in 5 games. They had 69 yards tonight on the ground.
defense. Wally Hurdley, tackle. Get
All
to the
right.
ball.
Can I interrupt, guys?
Go ahead.
Absolutely.
I got Houdini. I call him Houdini the whole playoffs. I want to see, is there a Superman under that cape?
No, sir. It's my offensive line. That's my credit the whole time.
Talk about this offensive game plan. Your time of possession was dominant, almost 28 minutes.
Yeah, that's our goal every week. Control the time of possession, control the line of scrimmage, and that's what we did.
Defensively, what did you guys change? Because the second half, it seemed like a different Canfield team. Not that the first half was bad. It's just that last drive Coach wasn't happy with.
Yeah. I mean, we stopped the run a lot in the first half. They only had 43 yards rushing, so we just had to tighten up in the pass game.
What does it mean, state champion?
It means the world for all these guys on the team, for the whole community too.
Making lifetime memories, Brock. This class is the winningest one ever in Canfield history. What does that say about this group and their commitment?
Yeah, I mean, day one we all bought into the program, and we all came along for the ride. Everyone on this team had a part of it. The scout players, all the way to the managers and stuff like that, coaches. Everyone had a part in this.
When you went to bed last night, did you envision this being the way it would end?
Oh yeah, 100%. You can't go into the game thinking you're going to lose, and you're going to lose. So, I had the laser focused mindset.
Is it everything you thought it would be?
It's surreal, really. I mean, I never could think I could feel like this way for a football game. Everyone thinks it's just a football game, but they don't know the amount of hours we spent on the field, the weight room, and stuff like that. So yeah.
Just know this: the rest of your life, state champion.
Yep, it's a great feeling.
Thank you, Brock. We appreciate it. Love you at YSN, man. You're the best. There you have it. Superman, as I love to call him. He is awesome. So you got it from down here. I'll let you guys put a bow on this one.
Well, I'm going to put a bow on it for you as you shut off here. I hope you listen to this. There's nobody better than Mike Appleson and what he does on the sidelines.
No way.
You make our jobs easy for what you do and what you see. And I told you before the game started, this was going to be special for the three of us. So thanks for all you did today and all you've done. I know, Richie, you've called great games with him all season.
Man, we've had a fun time. Mike, to close this out, man, what a ride it was for us. And, the regionals, you were there to witness, I think, one of the greatest Canfield victories ever outside of this one tonight, beating Chardon in the regional finals. So to take you along the ride with me was surreal and special. And, I wouldn't want to do it with anybody else. So, Mike, we appreciate you down there, man. You've done Groman's work down there. And, hey, we appreciate you.
Hey, man, I love you guys. I love working for YSN. This is a blast. You make my job easy. You make it so easy. And all I do is tell you what I'm seeing, and you guys feed off of it. And it's great, and it works. And credit to DJ for this whole thing coming together. But you guys are just easy to work with. And that's what makes this so special. And trust me, Mike and I go way back. I was here in 2005 when he walked off this field, and they didn't win. And to see his reaction tonight, the tears in his eyes, means everything to me.
That'll do it.
That'll do it, yeah. You can't say it much better than that, Steve. I think it's time to wrap it up. We got to get down to the press conference. We got to get out of the booth and let some of the St. Ed's people come in.
Yeah, St. Ed's is going to come in. Rich, again, hats off. Congrats to you. I enjoyed every second of working with you. To these guys at the 440, Sam and Ryan, they do a great job of getting, and I hope our fans enjoyed that. And we're going to get bigger. We're going to get better. We're going to learn from today's activities. And don't forget, we got one more tomorrow that we can hope we can bring home number 3.
JFK looking to beat New Bremen. That's a 3 o'clock kick. We'll have it again on YSN. Hope you can join us. For Steve Leslie, for Mike Ackelson, for Sam, for Ryan, for DJ, for Romo, for Ty, for our entire crew, I'm Richie Giuliano saying so long from Canton. State champions in 2022 of the Canfield Cardinals.
YSN thanks you for watching this presentation of your sports network. For stories, stats, and more, go to ysnlive.com.